beyond adventure with Journey Beyond and Phil Hoffman Travel. Enjoy 4 days of all-inclusive style and off-train experiences through the heart of Australia, including the iconic Flinders Ranges, Red Centre and Tropical North. From $3,390 per person Gold Twin. Save up to $500 per person. Phil Hoffman Travel. Visit pht.com.au.
The very latest news and information. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Sunny this afternoon, sunny tomorrow 33. With the 4 o'clock news, good afternoon, I'm Mel Usher.
Nurse Next Door, offering caregiving and nursing services to help you to stay at home. nursenextdoor.com.au.
We can add another international event to the SA calendar. Adelaide hosting the Australian Moto GP from 2027 was made official today, with the original F1 circuit resurrected for the event. Moto GP Chief Sporting Officer Carlos Esposito has defended the move after Victoria played host for 3 decades.
By no account was Adelaide a second choice. Phillip Island has always had a very special layout, which has provided some great racing. The challenges that we've seen in Phillip Island in the past years, some of them are solvable and some of them are unsurmountable. Clearly challenges on the weather and the location and on just access and accommodation.
But the Greens' Robert Sims says we need to put the event in perspective.
The Greens obviously welcome more activities and events in Adelaide, but at the same time, once again, we're seeing the Premier landing a sporting deal, yet he still hasn't landed a deal with our nurses. And the government's really got to get the basics right as well.
The nation's unemployment rate has remained steady over the past month to sit at 4.1%. The economy added almost 18,000 jobs, down slightly on the 20,000 that had been predicted. All the new jobs are full-time, with businesses hiring fewer part-time workers. Here in SA, our jobless rate dropped 0.2 to 3.7%. Charges have been laid following a fatal crash at Tumby Bay. A 64-year-old woman was killed in yesterday's 2-car collision between a Hyundai sedan and Mazda ute. The deceased was a passenger in the first vehicle. The driver of the ute, a 73-year-old local man, has been arrested and charged with caused death by dangerous driving and caused serious injury by dangerous driving. He's been bailed to front court next month. A lack of coherent policy across governments is being blamed for growth in the illicit tobacco trade. New research estimates 1.5 million Australians are now buying illegal cigarettes, draining the budget of around $10 billion a year. Chief Executive Ines Willocks claims state and federal governments need to work together to combat the problem.
At the moment, the two aren't really talking to each other, and as a result, we're paying the price. We're paying the price in our federal budget. We're paying the price in law and order. We can see that every day of the week, and we're paying the price in public health outcomes.
From Elvis to Frankenstein to James Bond, Australian actor Jacob Elordi has reportedly been offered the role of 007. He'd succeed Daniel Craig, who played the spy in 5 films. Now turning to 5AA Sport.
Whether your block is the size of Adelaide Oval or the Gold Square, build with Sterling Homes.
To footy, there are reports Riley O'Brien will be left out of the Crows team for the pre-season showdown. Meantime, Port's Ivan Soldo has been moved to the club's inactive list following his ACL injury. Swans recruit Charlie Curnow kicked his first goal in the red and white during the practice match against the Bulldogs at Whitten Oval. And the Matildas are hopeful they can recreate the magic of the home World Cup at next month's Asia Cup. Australia has selected its 26-player squad for the tournament, which begins in 11 days' time against the Philippines in Perth. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Afternoon, really big delays with our burst water main still at Kilburn this afternoon. Grand Junction Road and Churchill Roads down to one lane both directions. Avoid that if you can. Super slow at Flinders Park for works on Holbrooks Road and Grange Road. And Dry Creek, a crash on the north-south motorway near the Northern Expressway. Slow going South Road, Edwardstown with the camera at North Parade at Torrenceville. It's time to slow down around schools. 40 kilometre school speed limits now applied over 25 schools across SA during drop-off and pick-up times. Visit dit.sa.gov.au. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA forecast.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Sunny this afternoon, sunny tomorrow 33, Saturday mostly sunny 36, Sunday showers 28. Right now it's 26 degrees. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Brenton Raglas. Tonight, Adelaide is now officially the new home of Australia's Moto GP event, sensationally stealing it from Victoria. Plans unveiled for a world-first city street circuit. Plus, a multi-million-dollar fire forces a school to close in the heart of the city. And we're live with the teams for the Showdown practice match. 9 News. Your news. 9 get 6 on 9 and on 9 now.
Streaming live via the 5AA Player app on DAB Digital Radio and on 1395 AM. This is 5AA, always Adelaide. Adelaide's only local sports show, the 5AA Sports Show.
Coming up, it's official. MotoGP hits the streets of Adelaide from next year. We'll speak to the chief of MotoGP, Carlos Ezpeleta. We get the rider's perspective with Jack Miller and the conduit for it all, Dr. Sam Shaheen, celebrating history for SA.
Rowey and Timmy G.
The 5AA Sports Show.
Thank you, Sammy. Look, Timmy's not here. He's at a funeral, sadly, so God bless. A dear friend of his father passed, so he's, as he always does, he hosts. It'll be a happy, sad occasion for him, but he won't be with us. It'll be Sam and I, and it's an enormous day for our state. We're going to host the 27 MotoGP on the streets of Adelaide. On our old F1 track that we hosted there for 11 years, still hold the record for the biggest single-day crowd of 210,000. I was there in 95. It was brilliant. Say what you want. SA, under our Premier's leadership and his major events, we are on the world stage again. Our reputation of greatness for hosting these events is there to be seen again. Here's our Premier, Mr. Peter Malinauskas.
Today, I am very pleased to announce that for the first time in history, anywhere in the world, Adelaide will become host to MotoGP on a street circuit in the heart of our city, bringing it to life, bringing the old F1 Grand Prix track back with over $200 million economic benefit to our state in accordance with the MotoGP measures on average. This is an unprecedented opportunity for an unprecedented time for South Australians.
First ever street circuit. Sam, I'm believing it's going to be in November, just before the grand final. So for a month, the roads are going to be a little bit blocked, and it's official. It is ours. So what's your thoughts, positive or negative? We are interactive. We'll take all opinions. Are you proud of our state? Are you proud of South Australia? 82230000. But I think that sits nicely there just before the grand final.
It raises some big questions now because it's a 10-year deal that they've announced, and this is going to be massive for what it means for the supercar event as well, because the grand final, it's renowned here, Adelaide, the supercar circuit, as one of the best in the country, if not the best. Does it mean the supercars now adopt the MotoGP circuit? Will they keep the infrastructure from that potentially mid or early November GP event and keep it for the supercars? That'll be a really interesting watch.
The track will be a little bit different, I would imagine, unless they accommodate it for the same. Those decisions, I'm sure, will play out. MotoGP had the track. They said this is what it's going to be. Now it's going to be up to supercars. Do we want to do that, or we'll just keep our own track? Oh, all of it will play out. Oh, God, it's damn exciting for our state. And as we said, get on the blower, 82230000.
Well, let's get to the man who set it all up.
SA will host the 2027 MotoGP in Adelaide, and it wouldn't have happened without, well, the help, guidance, I'm going to say generosity of Dr. Sam Shaheen and his businesses and his family. He joins us now. Sam, this is just unbelievable for our state.
Good afternoon, Rowey, and good afternoon to everyone listening in our great state. This is a remarkable day. It is a historic day. I think in years to come and generations to come, hopefully they will look back on this day as quite transformative, not just for sport, but for the state in general. That's how big I think what you have witnessed today is.
Well, you built your track out there and you had the vision and the dream. How did this all come about? Who rung who?
Interesting run of events. I'm immensely proud as a first-generation Palestinian immigrant that I have played a part in bringing this truly global event to the place that gave me and my family hope, the place that gave me an identity, and the place that gave me opportunity. And the circumstances were just irresistible to try and bring one of the world's greatest events to South Australia. It's been over 15 years, Rowey.
Wow.
15 years. It's been kind of my Martin Luther King, I have a dream to bring MotoGP to South Australia and to bring back Formula One to South Australia one day. So, we can look at it at the halfway there sort of thing. So we're still working.
So selfless and an unbelievable story. We know the background to it and we'll try to get a bit of it more of it out. Did Carlos and his team drive the want for a street circuit? Now, you've built a world-class F1 MotoGP track out at the Bend. Why not there? What happened? I mean, there must be a little bit of disappointment, Dr. Sam Shaheen, that it's not out at your dream circuit.
The Bend, and thank you for the very kind words. The Bend is the largest single private investment in Australia's motorsport and entertainment history. Not in South Australia, in Australia's motorsport and entertainment history. It's fair to say I have put my blood and soul and my money in building a world-class a facility that was voted unanimously globally as International Motorsport Facility of the Year only a few years ago. This is beating facilities from all over the world. So we have got something very unique and very special in South Australia. And you have to believe, as we all should, as proud South Australians, that whatever is good for South Australia is good for everybody in South Australia. And I have to absolutely believe that in the long term, anything that brings more events and more visitation to a great state will ultimately be good for the Bend and motorsport and everybody that supports motorsport in South Australia. So I'm beyond overwhelmed with pride at the prospect of another world-class event coming to our state.
Oh, man, it's great. Such integrity in that comment, Dr. Sam. We've spoken to Carlos S. Pilato. He said, we won the event. Victoria didn't lose it. We won it, and we won it on the help and on the guidance and on the back of you. I mean, they're great words.
It's very, very generous and very humbling again. And I'm for MotoGP well over a decade ago. And as you know, whether it's in entertainment or business or sport, the key is just to establish one's credibility, credentials, one's integrity, and trust in the other party. And I'm very proud that we have developed that relationship with Carlos and his good father over many years. Dorna, Carlos and his good father have come and spent time visiting the Bend in the past. They've spent much time in South Australia and experiencing what the state has to offer on a global world stage to their championship. And with the opportunity at this point in time, with a contract expiry in Victoria, with the way the credibility that South Australia has built on the back of hosting great events, was just too compelling a story not to try to jump on at the right time and put the case for South Australia forward. The case for a street circuit being so unique, never been done anywhere around the world. We'll go down in the history books as something that is incredibly innovative, and I'm sure generations will be proud of. I was around when we held the first Formula One event here.
Yes.
And I was here when we hosted the last Formula One event here. And what Formula One did to South Australia was transformative. There's nothing short of transformative. This is the value of these big events and what they do to our generation.
My word. The MotoGP and the Adelaide streets will be a part of your legacy, Dr. Sam, and your family, no doubt about it. You're a better man than me. I could not have built what you've built. World class. The MotoGP comes and it's not on my track. You are a far better man than me, Dr. Sam. But I can hear it's heartfelt. The state's won it, so you've won it.
Absolutely. I mean, we do live in paradise. So we live in this incredibly wonderful place that is built on the shoulders of those that believe in a vision to bring something like this to our reality. Talk is cheap, and you've got to believe. You've got to believe. Nobody was going to outwork me. Nobody was going to work harder to bring another proud event for a very proud state. And I'll shout it out from the rooftops. I'm a proud South Australian. And
well done.
That is good for the state, it's good for me, for you, for your children and everybody in this great state.
Dr. Sam, I'll let you go because I know you're at the airport. You're flying out to Victoria yourself. I saw you on 7 or 9, I can't remember which one it was, going to the airport to pick up Carlos. You knew Adelaide had won it, but you still went there and picked him up from the airport. You were in a moon boot. What have you done?
Yeah, I look, at the young age of 57, I should find me a hobby other than motor racing.
Yes.
And, I just unfortunately, I've no lack of trying, but I just have not found anything that gives me as much joy as being on a race car, and sometimes the consequences of being on a race car can cause a few scratches here or there. So all good. It'll heal. Well done, Dr. Sam Shaheen. Thank you, for your time. Thank you for putting the state first. There's not many people can look in the mirror and say they do that every bloody single time. You've invested in it with blood, sweat and tears, and we've come out tops with the Moto GP. Best thing of all was we beat the Victorians. We love kicking a Vic. We've kicked them. Dr. Sam Shaheen, well done and thanks for your time. Thank you.
So Dr. Sam Shaheen at 20 after 4, quite a generous and selfless South Australian story that now we'll see our state reap the rewards of what's been a long 15 years of hard work.
When you put your state first and others first, you come out on top. So what's your thoughts, positive or negative? We're interactive. I know there'll be eastern suburbs. People are going, oh, no, for a month we're going to have traffic jams. How proud are you of our state and the Premier and his team for winning this Moto GP, the first ever street circuit in the world in a capital city? I just think it's amazing. Taking your calls, everyone, 822 300 00.
Let's get to a break and we'll take your calls next. We also coming up on the show, stay around, because Carlos Ezpeleta, who is the chief of MotoGP, and motorsport journalist John Smales will join us, plus Aussie MotoGP rider Jack Miller will cover every single angle of this, along with your opinions and thoughts on this. South Australia, it's 21 after 4.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sport Show.
5AA is celebrating what makes Adelaide truly special. Local businesses across our city, north, south, east and west.
I'm here with Con Saturis from Spartan Appliances. Hi, Con.
Hi, Stacey.
Tell me a little bit about Spartan Appliances. You have been around for nearly 60 years.
Yes, we've evolved over the years. We've done many different things, but now our strengths really lie in the kitchen, the laundry and the outdoor living spaces.
And you've got 2 stores?
We do, Campbelltown and Torrensville.
And it's been in the one family for that whole time?
It has, yep. My dad started the business, I think it was 57 years ago.
Is it best if someone comes in if they just want to replace one appliance, or if there's someone buying a new house or building a new house, can they come in and just say, we need everything?
All of the above. If you just need a new washing machine or a dishwasher or your fridge is packed up, we can help you with that. We pride ourselves, though, on our selection processes that we would do with people that are renovating, building. They've come in referred by their designer, their architect, or even a friend to do the whole home, to do the lot.
And that sounds like a streamlined way of doing it, as opposed to, get this, the fridge here, the washing machine here.
It all gets delivered at the same time. You've only got one point of contact afterwards.
And if you're like me and you've got the appliances but you're not sure how to use them properly, you do cooking demonstrations as well.
We do. We work with our supplier partners to put on both pre and post-purchase demonstrations.
So get in store, Spartan Appliances, Torrensville and Campbelltown. Con, great to chat. Thanks for coming in.
Loved it, Stacey. Thank you.
5AA, supporting local, celebrating SA.
Thinking of painting and don't know where to start?
We do, because we know paint at Rowey's.
So, visit Rowey's. And while you're there, join Rowey's Club to get 10% off everything.
We know paint at Rowey's.
Now get into Agostino Mitsubishi at Nailsworth and Mawson Lakes for the Triton Frenzy sale and receive $1,000 worth of free fitted genuine accessories on all Mitsubishi Triton 4x4 models. Whether you're chasing a work-ready ute or a weekend tourer or something just built for towing, this is the time to jump in.
Well, I've got a work-ready ute from Aggies. They're great. This Frenzy offer includes, how's this, GLXR and GSR special editions And every eligible Triton also comes with Agostino's Mitsubishi's, this is what I love, 10-year new car warranty, 10-year cap price servicing, 10 years roadside assist. Man, that is great. So you're covered long after you drive away with a huge grin on your dial.
Good luck getting a deal better than that. Do not miss the Triton Frenzy sale now at Agostino Mitsubishi. You can find them at Nailsworth or Mawson Lakes.
Phil Hoffman Travel and Cosmos Tours invite you to discover Britain and Europe for less. Experience the 8-night Irish Discovery Tour from $2,349 per person twin share, with dramatic coastlines, lush landscapes, vibrant cities and medieval towns. Travel with expert tour directors, hand-picked hotels, and all breakfasts are included. Plus, save up to $500 per couple on selected 2026 tours. Phil Hoffman Travel. Visit pht.com.au.
Toolkit Depot's Price Beat Promise means you get low prices on your favourite tool brands.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
At 24 minutes after 4, Rowey and Sam Tugwell, Timmy away today. We're taking your calls. Moto GP, it is officially going to hit the circuit, the street circuit that is, of Adelaide CBD next year in November. Have you say 8223 0000. First, here's traffic.
At Dry Creek, a couple of things to look out for on the north-south motorway. A crash just near the Wingfield interchange and a breakdown near Globe Derby Drive. Big delays in the Burst Watermain at Kilburn, Churchill Road at Green Junction Road, just down on one lane. Trying to avoid that for so far. It's pretty foul. And got a camera at Crittenden Road, Findon. Renovating, Carpet Court has the latest trends in flooring and window furnishings. Book a free measure and quote with your locally owned store today. Visit carpetcourt.com.au. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Yeah, love your interaction. We'll take all the callers, positive or negative, and, you know, and all those la-la heads that, you know, are going to be out there sooking about us getting a world-class event in the city and being road blockages or closures for a month, or a bit of ethanol in the air, or noise pollution. They're just going to have to suck it up, as far as I'm concerned. The benefits for our state far outweigh any negativity. We're not a nanny state anymore. We're a doer. We get in and get it done. We're the festival state. We love it.
It's showing so much economical benefit to our state from the hoteliers and the restaurateurs and everyone that gets to enjoy our state. We have so much to give.
And that flows through. So
and this is international scale now.
You'd want to have a really good reason to come on and la-la or poo-poo the Moto GP. And I welcome you. Hello, Dave.
G'day, boys. How you going?
Good, Dave.
I reckon it's fantastic. I'm old enough to remember the F1s, although it's all a bit of a blur because we had a pretty good time.
Yeah.
Now's the perfect time to make the structure in Vic Park permanent. You could use it for MotoGPs, the supercars. You could use it for Santos. You could use it for Pedal Pre. You could use it for the horses. Use it for everything. And tell the greenies to go and bite the big one and just do it.
Yeah, Dave, the economy of scales now, it might just add up. I can see, maybe not the first year, but I can see them morphing into that. And that could end up one of the great precincts close to your city.
And the great thing about the Vic Park, so if you've seen the map at the moment, go online, try and find it. They have extended into Victoria Park a lot deeper than the Supercars track currently has. This track is going to be 4 kilometres long. The Supercars is about 3.1. And this is going to now incorporate the old Victoria Park grandstand, which you find right up in the corner near the roundabout. So that's great. It's going to come along there.
Listed.
And then
great.
Alongside Fullerton Road, that's going to be the start line. They'll have a grandstand there along the main road. This precinct will change from what we know.
Think about North Adelaide Golf Course in 2 years' time finished, and we've got Live Golf there. And then in November that year, you walk down here to Vic Square and you've got a world-class MotoGP into our supercar grand final. Who wouldn't want to be a South Australian, you la-la heads? Hello, Andrew.
G'day, guys. How you going? First of all, pass on my thanks to whoever in government we need to thank for finally returning the favour to Victoria after 30-something years. Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, it does make me feel good.
No, Andrew, Victoria didn't lose it. We won it. We took it off them. We won it, Andrew.
That's what I mean.
That's it.
I am grateful to those people to finally return the favour.
Well
just on the as Sam was alluding to earlier, I had a look at the graphic on the way the track's structured. So obviously they've gone to the larger track, and there's the question of whether supercars adopt that track as well.
Correct.
And certainly if it's occurring a couple of weeks later, then it would make common sense too. But they're very much changing the track line of the the back straight that comes in behind the pits. That's going way closer to Fullerton Road.
Correct.
And it appears as though the pits will now be built along the Fullerton Road boundary.
Yep.
And that will be the start-finish line as well.
Yep.
And then the hairpin into what was the old pit straight will be now moved. There'll be another bend, and they'll go further southwest into the park, and then they'll come back, and then they'll straighten up on pit straight about halfway up, and then follow the old track line. And then when I think going through the western part near East Terrace, rather than follow the street line, they're actually pushing a new path across the middle of the park.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
I must admit, this is declaring war on the Greens on two fronts, North Adelaide on one side and Victoria Park on the other. So they're certainly going to have their hands full.
Andrew, my Still Shop chainsaw is going to be working overtime, mate, I love it. Andrew, well done, well said. 340 kilometres an hour on that straight.
And that's why they had to get rid of the steps, I think, in the design when it comes through those turns 5, 6.
140.
It's going to be really difficult to keep it the same way. So they have to try and find more straights where they can go high speed.
Man.
And then when they have got turns, they've got little chicane areas that have probably not been there before. So it's a bit different, and it's going to be exciting to see what they come up with.
Wait. Hello, Ian at One Tree Hill.
Hello, guys. Look, I'm so excited. I'm a MotoGP tragic. Been watching it for 35 years. What you don't know about MotoGP, I can tell you. That I'm being stupid now. Now, I've got a point to make.
Yeah.
Because it's a street circuit, right? It's not a Formula One street circuit where you can have lumps and bumps and all this sort of thing. What happens with all the trucks and buses and vehicle crashes and pipes bursting? You can't just go along and patch up a MotoGP track. It's got to be perfect.
Correct.
You can't have all this stuff in it. Don't worry about the corners and the gravel traps. They'll have all that sorted. But you can't have patches. When they resurface like Phillip Island, they have one join. They start and they do not stop until they come back to the join after they've gone all the way around the track. You can't have patches. You can't have joins. You can't have lumps. You can't have bumps. These are guys that are braking from 340, 350 down to 90 to go around a corner. You can't have bumps and joins. They can get thrown off and serious. And another thing as well, I hope we're fair dinkum about building a permanent structure. If you look overseas when you watch the MotoGP season, these places are built and they're not pulled down and then put back up again. We want to be fair dinkum about this. I am so rapt that this is coming to town. I'll be going to both GP and Superbikes every year, and I hope it gets extended after they show the world that we can do it like we did back in Formula One days, and when that was the halcyon days of Adelaide. It was fantastic.
Well done, Ian. Cannot wait. Imagine 2 concerts too, one after the MotoGP and then one after that. Hey, Dad, bring out the ethanol.
We have a world-class sport back in South Australia. It is time for the 4:30 headlines. On the other side of that, we're going to speak to MotoGP Australian racer himself, Jack Miller, and we'll speak to this chief sport operating man there at the MotoGP himself, Carlos Ezpeleta. They'll give us all the answers and all the perspectives we need on MotoGP in Adelaide.
The 5AA Sports Show, Rowey and Timmy G. This is 5AA News, always Adelaide.
Good afternoon, Mel Usher with the 4:30 headlines. A new era for Adelaide with confirmation today that will host MotoGP's first ever street race next year. Australia's resilient jobs market may put further pressure on the Reserve Bank to raise interest rates. The illicit tobacco market is draining the federal budget of approximately $10 billion every year. And in sport, the Swans have thrashed the Bulldogs by 33 points in an AFL trial match in Melbourne. Now checking 5AA traffic.
At Dry Creek, a crash the north-south motorway near the Wingfield interchange. Burst Watermain at Kilburn, Churchill Road at the Grand Junction Road intersection. Really big delays there. She's 3 lanes down to 1, so very slow the Savo. And pretty busy this afternoon, South Road Mile End. Camera, Horsey Road, Elizabeth East. Adelaide, it's time. Time to swim, slide, play, train, rehab, or just relax at the new Adelaide Aquatic Centre. Whether going back or for the first time, it's always time well spent. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA forecast down to 19 tonight, sunny for your Friday and 33. Right now it's 26 degrees. We'll have more news at 5 on 5AA, always Adelaide.
What about this jerk from the US?
David Penberthy and Will Goodings.
This NBC producer, Matt Hubbard, the bloke with one hand who got into the fight, a Hon Jetstar. He was sitting in the exit row.
5AA Breakfast.
Not only did he film the hostie, he published her name on social media.
Adelaide's leading breakfast show.
And wrote, "Don't be like blank." Disgraceful form of bloody harassment.
It's an intimidation tactic, isn't it?
Weekdays from 6 a.m. on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
Hey, ChatGPT.
Hey there, Lisa. So tell me honestly, how are you really going?
ChatGPT, you're so considerate.
Aw, thank you. I'm always here to help and chat. Just let me know what's on your mind.
Quite a bit.
I'm sorry to hear that. If you want to share what's been going on, I'm here to listen.
Oh, where do I begin? Well, it's my relationship.
Getting more emotional support from ChatGPT than your partner? Book a free 15-minute call with Resolve Divorce today.
Well, isn't this ideal? Prime position on the deck, blue skies, smooth seas. How good are cruises?
Make your cruise booking a breeze, and you could win a $5,000 REA travel voucher for your next holiday. Search REA Cruise today.
Whoa, watch the wings.
T's and C's exclusions and eligibility criteria apply. Promoter is REA. To enter, book and pay a deposit on a new ocean or river cruise with REA Travel by 28 February 2026. Full T's and C's available from travel.rea.com.au.
Looking for the best trade tools in Adelaide? Toolkit Depot brings all the top trade brands together under one roof. We're talking Milwaukee, Makita, DeWalt, Bosch, King Chrome. We could go on forever. Ego, Sigweld, Unimeg, Pazload, Fluke, and heaps more. They've got 5 stores across South Australia, so wherever you're working, there's a Toolkit Depot nearby. Drop in, chat with their expert team. They know everything. They'll make sure you walk out with the exact gear you need, Rowey.
Well, that's it. Flat out on the site and can't get away? No problemo. Toolkit Depot can come to you with a tailored solution that will fit your business. And here's the clincher. With their price beat promise, you're guaranteed the lowest price on your favourite tool brands. Check out toolkitdepot.com.au and get it sorted today. T's and C's apply.
The latest Star Discount Chemist catalogue is here with red hot summer specials. Discover Melrose Organic Green Biotic Gut Support Blend, 195 grams to support intestinal-friendly flora. Just $26.99. Always read the label and follow directions for use. Star Discount Chemist. How can we help?
Hey, it's DJ Vasiljevic here, captain of the Adelaide 36ers. I know the importance of a home court advantage. And when it comes to building, South Australia is the home court for Sterling Homes. For over 50 years, they've been building quality homes here. So, whether it's your first home or your next big move, if you're looking to build, look no further than Sterling Homes and get the home court advantage today.
Toolkit Depot's price beat promise means you get low prices on your favourite tool brands.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
Timmy's away here on this Thursday. Back tomorrow with the trial game. Port Adelaide and the Crows will be live at Alberton Oval tomorrow from 4. Campo will join us and we'll bring you all the coverage with a full live call of the Crows and Power match sim ahead of the new season. John Smales will join us at 5 o'clock tonight. Motor racing journalist here in Australia. And Cooper Woods, Winter Olympic gold medalist. But we are celebrating Moto GP in Adelaide.
What a great announcement today for our state. Moto GP is coming to the streets of Adelaide. So joining us is Aussie Moto GP star Jack Miller and Moto GP Chief Sporting Officer Carlos Ezpeleta. Men, welcome. Thank you. Jack, you first. How bloody good is this?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome to obviously be announcing a new Grand Prix location here in Australia. Obviously, Phillip Island being the home of the Grand Prix for the last 30 years it's sad to see that history being put behind us, but also extremely exciting for the history to be created here on the streets of Adelaide. I think it's going to be an awesome event, and I think showcase of a little bit more of what Australia's got to offer.
A street circuit in our streets here, Jack, on our old F1 track. That is exciting in itself. You excited about that and the challenges that may hold?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the term street circuit gets tossed around a lot, but it's a Grand Prix. It'll become a Grand Prix circuit inside the heart of Adelaide. But it's going to be awesome. Like I said, the accessibility for the fans, to be able to come down and watch the racing and hear it roar through the buildings of Adelaide, I think it's going to be awesome.
Our last Formula One race here in 95, there was 210,000 there, Jack. So you better turn it on for us, mate.
Yeah, well, we're not sure I turn it on. We just got to make sure these South Australians turn it on for us.
We will.
Hey, mate, we'll do that. Hey, Carlos, thanks for trusting our state. You know we'll nail it. What swayed your team our way?
I mean, the fact that, the street circuit, the location, like Jack said, by all means, what the riders feel and what the spectators see on site and both, on TV is going to feel like a permanent circuit. But the location, it's something very, very special for MotoGP. It's something that, we haven't been able to ever have. And, Adelaide is a buzzing city with a lot of growth. And we feel really confident that it's going to be a huge success. Again, it's going to be very, very special. We see how Adelaide and how South Australia gets behind live events and how much of a success they are. And, the growth of the city, the growth in, international flights and in hotels, all of that put together, we feel like this is the perfect mix.
Dr. Sam Shaheen and you have been negotiating over a number of times, but even say you'd be mates. Why not the Bend? Why this street circuit and why not the Bend? Because that is a world-class event itself.
Yeah, I mean, Sam has an incredible facility at the Bend, but obviously, I mean, how special this circuit is going to be, specifically for MotoGP, where we don't have, anything that's sort of similar. And, as MotoGP, we're really focused on being able to attract, new fans into the sport. And like Jack said, we're it's all about the access, being able to, stay in your hotel, walk to the circuit, walk back, enjoy what the city has to offer, enjoy, the other entertainment that will be, out of the race itself. So all that put together, it's really, really special, and there's really not that many cities in the world that could pull something like this off.
Yeah, I agree. Did the Victorian government lose it at Phillip Island, or did we win it?
Adelaide won it 100%.
Yeah, absolutely we did. Where do you want to hold it, Carlos?
So the event will be held, the first event will be held November 2027. So just, we obviously have a successful event to look forward to this year in Phillip Island, and gives us the perfect amount of time to work on all the track and all that has to be done here in Adelaide.
Yeah. Back to you, Jack. You said you were sad to leave Phillip Island. Why?
I mean, for me, it's probably the greatest racetrack in the world. I've been racing motorcycles professionally for about 13, 14 years, and I'm yet to see another Phillip Island. I've been in a lot of countries, a lot of different areas of the globe, and Phillip Island's special for sure.
I thought it was too cold and windy and there was too many penguins, Jack.
It is cold and windy, especially for a North Queenslander, but, no, it'll always hold a special spot in my heart. It's an amazing circuit, an amazing location. And on its day, it's the best place in the world.
Yeah. I heard we're going to get up to speeds of 320 kilometres an hour on our Formula One track, which is now a Moto GP track. There's going to be concrete walls and some tight turns. That's not a concern at all about safety for you as a driver, as a rider?
No, I mean, we'll be doing 340, and, we've got it down to an art now with these, with basically the simulations and that they can do to understand how much distance we're going to need at certain corners, what apex speed is, how much area we're going to need in the run-up area. So, it's math, and you can't argue with the math. Obviously, we need to be in the loop and making sure everything, all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. But, I know how Australia does things, and we do things very well here. And I know how our simulations are and how we expect things to be done. So I believe the two partnerships together, it'll be, safety won't be an issue. No more than it always is with motorcycle racing.
I think, at the end, the riders will feel the exact same way as when, they're riding 340 Ks at another circuit and there's walls, a couple of meters out of the track. So, I mean, they'll feel as safe and as unsafe as they do everywhere else.
So, Carlos, just in regards to the circuit and how it's shaped, when will the circuit design be finalised, and what are the areas you're still, I suppose, working on?
Yeah, so, I mean, we've done we just wanted to make sure that we had, we wouldn't be presenting this here today if we weren't we weren't absolutely sure that we were able to come up with a safe racetrack. And to that point, I mean, for MotoGP and for Dorna, safety is not a question mark, and it's not subjective. It's done numerically with the math, as Jack was saying, and we feel very, very strongly about it. So we wanted to. We've worked the design up to the inch, taking account everything that was everything that's already there, and we're being, respectful with the park and with all the buildings and everything, of course. So I think we're at a very, very good point. We can't sort of commit to saying no, the track will not change and this might not be placed a couple of yards out, but the circuit is very close to being final design.
Well done. Carlos, we're a festival state. We love concerts after our big events like Live Golf. You would have seen that. Super Bowl had the NFL. They had this bloke called Bad Bunny. Can you get the Mad Bunny, the Bad Bunny after that first Moto GP in 2027? There's a job for you, Carlos.
No, thank you.
So Jack's probably not a reggaeton fan himself. As a Spaniard, I have to say that I enjoy Bad Bunny quite a bit.
Well done.
I mean, the point that I would make there is that and it's a good point to make. Even NFL, which is sort of like could be the biggest sporting league in the world, even they are doing things that some of the fans are not sort of loving immediately, and they're doing it, to continue to grow.
Yeah.
And this is a good example of it. So, I mean, we probably Bad Bunny, Jack's not the right pick for this race, especially at the beginning. We actually know Bad Bunny quite a bit. But I think the music part of the event is an important one to work on. And I'm sure that together with South Australian City of Adelaide, we'll be able to put an amazing show both on track and on track and off it.
Yeah, Jack, I knew I loved you as a MotoGP rider, mate. Bad Bunny was oh God, I laughed my gizzards out.
Jack is a great dancer, by the way. I've seen him perform live, and I mean, he's sort of rivaling, dancing and riding, or they're sort of head to head on par.
Not very good at either.
Jack, you'd be old school Akadaka, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. If we could get the boys out for one more, for the Adelaide Grand Prix, then why not?
Well done. Hey, before you go, Jack and Carlos. Yeah, thanks, guys. Bloody brilliant to have you on. This is huge for our state. We thank you. Jack, when's testing? When do you shoot off?
Well, I was meant to be there already today, so this afternoon I'll be getting on the plane to Thailand and we're riding over the weekend.
Mate, have a great year. Thanks for your time. We follow you with real interest here. And Carlos, to you, your team, thanks for putting faith in our state. We won't let you down.
Thank you so much, and thank you. Big thank you to Jack for being here.
Yeah, well done. That was Jack Miller, our Aussie MotoGP star and Chief Sporting Officer for the MotoGP, Carlos Ezpoleta. How good is that? 2 stars, we're there, done. MotoGP in Adelaide.
It's just the best. So we want to take your calls. We have a prize up for grabs tonight. A double pass, of course, to the SA Caravan and Camping Outdoor Show if you're our best caller tonight. Tell us what you think around the MotoGP coming to Adelaide. 8223 0000 is our number. November next year, it's going to be roaring our streets. It's 12 to 5. Here's traffic.
Afternoon at Dry Creek. A crash getting sorted the north-south motorway at the Wingfield interchange. Awful delays the Savo at Kilburn. Due to that burst wine, It's due to that burst water main, Churchill Road at Grand Junction Road. It's 3 lanes down to 1, hence it's so slow. Just avoid that at all costs today. Cameras, Torrensville and Crittenden Road at Findon on the drive home. The special edition Japanese number plate auction is on. 15 rare limited edition plates are up for grabs. Bidding ends 7 p.m. Feb 23 at easyplates.sa.gov.au. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G. The 5AA Sports Show.
Cluedo is coming to the stage. Was it Miss Scarlet in the kitchen with the candlestick? Or Professor Plum in the library with the rope? Murder and blackmail are on the menu when 6 guests gather at Body Manor for a night they'll never forget. It's Cluedo the play, the hilarious murder mystery. This fast, furious and funny whodunit will leave you dying of laughter. Cluedo, a killer night out, literally. Opens March at Her Majesty's Theatre. Book now at cluedoplay.com.au.
You can rent a little, you can rent a lot.
Business too small to be noticed by those global car rental companies? Well, you can rely on Red Spot to look after you. We love renting to small businesses because we used to be one. We're the only Aussie family-owned car rental company in airport terminals and cities across Australia. And right now, Red Spot is giving you spot-on savings of 15% off every vehicle at every location. Book direct and save at redspot.com.au/radio. T's and C's apply.
Red Spot.
Talking about proud South Australian businesses, if you are a food service business owner or chef, you cannot miss the SA Food Service Expo, Tuesday, 3rd of March, 9:30 to 5. It's at the Adelaide Entertainment Centre, proudly presented by Gallipo Foods.
Oh, and this is South Australia's largest food service expo as well. Meet directly with 120 manufacturers, sample the latest food products and order over 2,000 products with exclusive expo-only special pricing and deals that'll save you money.
You get to see the latest equipment, service providers on hand to benefit your business. How important is that today?
It is indeed, and this is a trade-only event open to any food service businesses in SA. It could be you. Registration is essential though, so please visit gallipofoods.com.au/expo.
The key there is any. Even if you're not using them now, you will. Any. That's the SA Food Service Expo, presented by Gallipo Foods, Tuesday, 3rd of March at the Adelaide Entertainment Centre. Free entry and parking, thanks to Gallipo Foods, proudly voted #1 food service distributor in the world.
Hungry? Subway's got you covered. Order a Subway 6-inch value range sub for just $7 on the Subway app. The Subway 6-inch value range. Big flavour, great value. Order now on the Subway app, available at participating restaurants.
At Mawson Lakes Volkswagen, they've been raising the bar on servicing. It starts with next day servicing, free loan car, free vacuum and wash, and you can enjoy a free breakfast or lunch thanks to Villies. Your car will be in expert hands with a state-of-the-art service centre and factory-trained technicians who know your vehicle inside and out. At Mawson Lakes Volkswagen, we look after you and your car. Mawson Lakes Volkswagen, just a short drive from the city.
Living with diabetes? Ditch finger pricks with Freestyle Libre. Freestyle Libre is a small wearable sensor that monitors your glucose levels and trends and sends them straight to your phone. Instant, up-to-date feedback. No finger pricks. How good is that? And you can trial Freestyle Libre for only $15. Just head to freestylelibre.com.au to find out how. T's and C's apply. Follow directions for use. Read warnings before purchase. Free yourself from finger pricks with Freestyle Libre.
Toolkit Depot's Price Beat Promise means you get low prices on your favourite tool brands.
Rowey and Timmy G. The 5AA Sports Show.
Taking your calls, 8223 0000 around Moto GP to the street circuits of Adelaide. We'd like your thoughts on it. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Either way, your opinion is worthwhile. And this is a good text. I love the creativity on this. No Name has said, maybe they should race under lights for better effect. Could you imagine that?
Ooh, wow. Whew. Finishes at 11 o'clock, the concert comes on, you're home at 3 in the morning.
I don't know if we'd be able to do that.
Hello, Dave.
Hey, fellas, how you going?
How good's this?
I'm motorsport mad and all that, and we all get caught up in it, but then I was at home with my wife last night, and she's like, it's all pretty good, but the slogan could be for South Australia, come to SA, we'll entertain you, but if you're sick or dying, you might need to go somewhere else. So, and just with the rant, like, we've got this mad premier. He's Jeff Kennett's probably apprentice. And I'm frothing on all the events, but there'll be a lot of haters going, Labor have not fixed ramping, the hospital, the banks, and there'll be a lot of backlash on that. If he can get these international events, how come they can't fix the health dramas? And there'd be a lot of people probably digging in about that. And, you know, the MotoGP guys could maybe do a signing down with the people ramping in the ambulances. But
Dave, we'll cut it off there. You've had your say about it. I mean, consecutive governments haven't been able to fix that. That's a massive problem. I'm sure they're working hard at it. And I'm with you. I want it fixed. I mean, I was down at the Flinders ER with my Gemma. She had a bad asthma attack. Had to take her 3 a.m. It's awful. Dave, it's awful, but don't put the two together.
No, but leading into the election, it is going to be asked big questions now. He is spot on about that.
And his wife has every right to bring it up, and that is top of mind for every politician. Far be it for me to support Labor and defend them. Mate, they haven't got it right. Liberal before haven't got it right, nor Labor. It's a massive state problem, Dave. I agree, but I'm not trying to make it all murky now, and you're probably just trying to stir me up. Hello, Hayden.
Oh, g'day, mate. How is everybody? Good?
Oh, well, I'm cock-a-hoot. I reckon this is great for our state. Bloody great.
Look, I think it's great. All the worries in the background can, they just be quiet. If you've ever been to Phillip Island, the only issue that I'd like is a bit of a practical issue. Unlike the car racing, you're going to have masses of motorbikes coming over. That's the culture. And some of these guys don't want to have hotels. They're more happy with the outside experience, camping, setting up on the field like they could at Phillip Island. And you're going to have thousands of bikes. It's just a culture thing. You ride your bike to the MotoGP. Been there, done that. So hopefully the organisers are sort of taking that into account, because not everybody's going to be looking for a hotel room.
Yeah, good point, Hayden. I'm sure they'd be working at it. Didn't the Grand Final supercars have like a caravan camping place down there on the...
I reckon you're right, yes. I think they did implement that.
They'll grow that, Hayden. It'll have to cater for the die-in-the-wall motorbike tragic who loves MotoGP. I'm sure they will, Hayden. That's one we can give to the Premier when we get him on down the track. Hello, Nick.
Hello, boys. 3 quick points. One is this will be the biggest worldwide sporting event that Adelaide, in terms of exposure. And if I use LIV as an example, I can guarantee you most European and American golfers would never have heard of Adelaide as a golf destination. LIV has changed that. The MotoGP will also change the perception of Adelaide on a European scale, because MotoGP is massive in Europe, and most Europeans wouldn't have a clue where Adelaide is, so that's a big win. The other thing is, I'm not sure if you know, but Phillip Island is not owned by the Victorian state government. It's actually owned by Lindsay Fox, the actual racetrack. So it's actually a privately owned piece of land. And that probably didn't help in terms of, the longevity and the location itself, because it's bloody freezing. But, yeah, just so you know, it's privately owned land, and it would not surprise me if Lindsay Fox redevelops that as a housing estate.
Okay, thanks, Nick. And just thinking about the timeline for the MotoGP, we're in the Asians, aren't we? Yep. So there's us all the way through to Japan. They love MotoGP. The Indonesians love MotoGP. The Chinese, the Koreans, Thai. It is a massive culture straight up the guts, and we're on it, and we're here in Adelaide. The tourism on the back of it. For people who would say, I wouldn't be going to go into Adelaide. I'm not going to go to Ayers Rock. I might go to Adelaide and have a look at the MotoGP track.
Or for those
flow-through will be huge.
And for those that have been to Victoria, they want something new. This is a new experience for them. They'll travel here to see it.
Of course they will.
So it's great.
Hello, Dave.
How you going? I've been to Phillip Island a few times. 2012 I went. The facilities at the track and the activities on the track were so much better than last year. Last year was really dropped off a fair bit. The concerts that they have, which by the way, I love. Imagine Glenelg and Jetty Road and the square. They have a stage there. It's away from the track, not on the track. They have a stage, they have bands playing over screen night, free entry, great, and then you have to go to the GP if you don't want to go to so that will change massively here. They have a shuttle bus around Phillip Island, so thousands of people ride at the track. You can jump on the shuttle bus easily. this year, I wasn't going to go this year, but my mate got some brilliant accommodation that's like about 50 metres from the stage area, the balcony overlooking the ocean. So I said I was in. So I'm glad I did, because it's the last one. So
yeah, well done, Dave. You're a Moto GP man. Well, it's going to be here in 27, the month of November, right before our grand final of the Supercar. We are going to nail it.
It's a world first.
Nail the gizzard. It's a world first.
First time MotoGP is ever going to hit a street circuit. And we are going to put it on display here. So tell us what you think. You've heard a few callers. We want to hear you if you haven't called in yet. 8223 0000 is our number. We're going to speak to a 40-year-long motor racing journalist here as well in our country, John Smiles, after this break and the 5 o'clock news.
Rowey and Timmy G, the FIVEAA Sport Show.
Mum, I won an award at school.
My Kona Hybrid won an award too. And I got it from $39,990. Drive away.
There's deals you might be a little too proud of. Only at your participating Hyundai dealer today. T's and C's and exclusions at hyundai.com.au.
The Diary of a CEO keeps going where other conversations stop and keeps asking the hard questions worth answering. Keep good company with the Diary of a CEO podcast.
Hi, I'm Bronte Manuel from Toop and Toop. Across Greater Metropolitan Adelaide, we hold more suburb records than any other real estate agency in South Australia. From College Park and Norwood to West Beach and Brompton and through to Mount Barker, Parracombe and St Peters. We're proud to deliver standout results right across the state. No matter what you're selling, our focus is always the same, achieving the best possible outcome. If you'd like to know what your house could be worth in 2026, visit toop.com.au.
Well, no one knows paint like Rowey's. We should know. Here's the thing you're going to love about the great team at Rowey's. They're local, South Australian. They have all the answers. Their team of experts behind the counter. Wow. Doesn't matter what you're painting or staining, they'll be able to help. Hey, like this. Whether you're painting a door, a wall, a house, does it need to be undercoated? Do I need to sand it? How do I brush it down? How do I give it an undercoat? Does it need an undercoat? What paint do I have? Is it acrylic? Is it water-based? All those things, they'll let you know. Do I need a drop sheet? Do I have to use putty? No, putty's no good. You need spackle. Everything. So whatever you're painting, render, wallpaper, coatings, boats, trucks, tractors, Rowey's can help. You'll love their prices too. No one can compete. No one. No one, Sammy. Rowey's only sell the best quality paint, so do this. Visit croweyspaints.com.au.
The latest local, national and international news for South Australia. This is 5AA News, always Adelaide.
Down to 19 tonight, sunny tomorrow and 33 with the 5 o'clock news. Good evening, I'm Mel Usher.
Nurse Next Door, offering caregiving and nursing services to help you to stay at home. nursenextdoor.com.au.
Now that Adelaide has secured the Moto GP, some are wondering if the Formula Ones will follow. The state government announcing today will host the international event from 2027. It brings a long era of racing on Victoria's Phillip Island to a close. Premier Peter Malinauskas says the race is a very big deal for the state.
On the streets of Adelaide will be a spectacle unlike any other one that's gone before it. These gentlemen will be riding at over 340 kilometres an hour, racing on the streets of Adelaide, and 600 plus million people are going to be watching because it'll be impossible not to.
Dr Sam Shaheen, who owns The Bend, played an integral role in SA winning the event. He's told 5AA it's the culmination of a 15-year dream.
I'm immensely proud, as a first-generation Palestinian immigrant, that I played a part in bringing this truly global event to the place that gave me and my family hope and the place that gave me opportunity.
A man is in custody following a multi-million-dollar fire in the CBD. A photography studio on Chesser Street suffered extensive damage in the overnight blaze. Following investigations, police have arrested a 31-year-old man of no fixed address. He's expected to be charged with arson. He'll be refused bail ahead of a court appearance tomorrow. Australia's resilient jobs market may put further pressure on the Reserve Bank to raise interest rates. More from Michael Packey.
New data shows the unemployment rate has remained steady at 4.1% over the past month. Almost 18,000 jobs were created in January, slightly lower than market expectations. But Employment Minister Amanda Rishworth says there's been an increase in full-time roles.
More Australians are getting into jobs and staying engaged with the workforce.
Opposition leader Angus Taylor argues inflation remains a problem, so while more people may be in work, wages aren't keeping up with the cost of living.
Be able to pay their bills and pay the mortgage.
Western Australia, Victoria and South Australia created the most jobs, but unemployment rose marginally in other jurisdictions.
The peak body for superannuation customers says too many Australians are at risk of retiring with less money than they could have. A report by the Super Members Council has found 1 in 4 Australians can't name their super fund. Spokeswoman Misha Schubert says there are simple ways to keep on top of super.
Such as checking that your money that your employer owes you each fortnight has actually been paid into your super account. There's also really important, opportunities to look at whether you can roll all of your super into a single super account. That'll save you big money on fees.
Bruce Lee has been immortalised on a US postage stamp. The Forever stamp features an image of the martial arts legend against a yellow brushstroke, referencing his final movie, The Game of Death, from 1978. Now turning to 5AA Sport.
Whether your block is the size of Adelaide Oval or the Goal Square, build with Sterling Homes.
Port Adelaide has selected its 25-player squad for tomorrow night's pre-season showdown against Adelaide. Dante Vicentini has been selected as the main ruck, picked over Jordan Sweet, while teenager Harrison Ram will feature in the backline alongside Aaliyah and Todd Marshall. Jack Lukosius, Ollie Lord and Jack Whitlock are also in. Victoria have won their Sheffield Shield clash against WA by 354 runs. Sam Harper was named player of the match. Well, Matilda's coach, Joe Montemuro, is taking a fitness gamble on star forward Mary Fowler for next month's Asia Cup on home soil. Fowler has played just 15 minutes after almost a year on the sidelines with an ACL injury. Montemuro says his star 23-year-old has been kept on ice by Man City.
She's been training with the squad now for a couple of months and playing some minutes, and she's ready to go and she's in good shape.
That's sport. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Afternoon. Really big delays this Savo with the burst of automated Kilburn, Churchill Road at the Green Junction Road intersection. 3 lanes down to 1, hence it's so slow. Just avoid that today. Mano Para has works to look out for. Main North Road near Carraway Street and super slow at the moment South Road Mile End. Camera, Goodman Road at Elizabeth. Need car insurance? Get $50 off Amy Comprehensive Car Insurance when you get a quote and buy online. T's and C's apply. Lucky you with Amy. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA weather.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Down to 19 tonight, sunny tomorrow 33, Saturday mostly sunny 35, Sunday showers 28. Right now it's 26 degrees. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Brenton Raglas. Tonight, Adelaide is now officially the new home of Australia's Moto GP event, sensationally stealing it from Victoria. Plans unveiled for a world-first city street circuit. Plus, a multi-million-dollar fire forces a school to close in the heart of the city. And we're live with the teams for the showdown practice match. 9 News, your news, 9 get 6 on 9 and on 9 now.
Want to be part of something that could change lives? CMAX is conducting a clinical study investigating a potential new treatment for those living with the effects of a stroke. If you're aged 18 to 65 and generally healthy, you could help advance this important research. By participating, you'll stay 3 nights at CMAX in Adelaide CBD, attend 1 follow-up visit, and be paid for your time. Find out more and apply at cmax.com.au.
When it comes to reducing pain and rebuilding strength, Kaiser leaves nothing to chance. Our university-qualified health professionals don't just treat problem areas. They design personalised training programs using Swiss-engineered machines unique to Kaiser. These machines safely isolate the affected area, test your strength, and help rebuild your muscles for a stronger, more active and healthier life. Kaiser, building strength with precision in Norwood and Glenelg.
We are celebrating local. Battery Bar, Greg Olson is the owner.
third generation, Greg. 50 years?
50 years, yes.
Well, it makes sense because everyone needs a battery.
It was started on that principle, the business, and it's continued to offer that service.
Are you able to find batteries for almost every device?
Yes, it's a real buzz to help people, and it's a nice feeling too.
Where do we tap into your service and your expertise and your knowledge?
Region Arcade, Shop 16, Region Arcade.
Greg Olsen, the Battery Bar.
When you need to pick up dinner between picking up the kids, order in the Woolies app and get your grocery shop direct to boot. Shop Woolworths in-app or online. Exclusions and T's and C's apply.
The news and issues that matter to South Australia. Always Adelaide. This is 5AA.
Adelaide's only local sports show.
The 5AA Sports Show.
Still to come at 5:08, we celebrate Adelaide's Moto GP coup and learn about Phillip Island's loss through motorsport journalist John Smales. Winter Olympic gold medalist Cooper Woods joins the show, SACA head coach Ryan Harris, and your calls.
Rowey and Timmy G.
The 5AA Sports Show.
Well, Adelaide's got the Moto GP. John Smales is a professional journalist, author, broadcaster, researcher. He's also the chair of the Australian Motorsport Hall of Fame. He's our guest. He joins us now. John, how good is this for our state?
Well, it's sensational for Adelaide, guys, I've got to tell you. Adelaide has done so much for motorsport over the last 30 years or so, being the home of the very first Australian Formula One Grand Prix. And it's really good that if anyone was going to seize the Moto GP, it's so good that it's going to Victoria Park, Adelaide. I think it's marvellous.
Yeah.
Having said that, for me, it's an unbelievably bittersweet moment.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. I'll get to Phillip Island because you have a love affair with that, and rightly so. You've penned a book and a brilliant read. 30 years. Every rider we speak of says it's the best track ever. Let's get to that. We'll move to that, John. But how big, for our listeners, is MotoGP around the world for us to get our head around it and maybe compare it to something like, say, the F1s?
Well, it's growing exponentially. For a while, you'd have to say it was a series that was internally looking. While it's undoubtedly incredibly exciting, it was probably for the cognoscenti. And then last year, the company that bought Formula One in 2017 spent a lazy €4 billion, and bought the rights to MotoGP from a Spanish company called Dorna. Now, Liberty Media, US-based, has huge ambitions for MotoGP, and you'd have to say Adelaide becoming the very first street circuit that they'll ever run is a pioneering venture on behalf of Liberty Media and MotoGP. You're right at the forefront of the resurgence, not the resurgence, but the growth of MotoGP in the world.
Are you surprised, John, that clearly the best MotoGP track in the world, and every rider says it, in here we got the Bend, and I know how much you rate the Bend, it's world class.
Yes.
That MotoGP are coming here and they're going to have a street circuit. When it was mooted yesterday in the news, we nearly fell over backwards. A street circuit for MotoGP on our F1 track?
It was, the rumour's been around for quite some time now, that Liberty Media wanted to do something entirely different. MotoGP has always been held on permanent circuits. The reason being that you can guarantee safety, particularly safety. And so to take the punt and to go to a street circuit puts enormous pressure on the people who are going to build that circuit to regulations which can guarantee the safety of the competitors. And it's something that I honestly didn't think was going to happen. I thought if it was going to leave Phillip Island, then the place most likely it was going to turn up was at the Bend, which is purpose-built and capable of taking it. But the Bend, from what I can understand, doesn't meet other criteria of Liberty Media, i.e. it's 100 kilometres out of town. And therefore, to be able to run a contemporary MotoGP, as they said, in the centre of the city, there's probably no more logical place to do it than in Victoria Park.
Yeah. Are you fearful for the safety, John, and putting it together? You know our F1 track here. There's a lot of concrete. They get up to 340 kilometres an hour on decredible terrace. I'm fearful.
Let me tell you, there is no way in the wide world that you'll see concrete barriers anywhere near the circuit that is built for 2027. You will see something built which is unlike anything that's ever been in that arena before. It will have runoff areas. It will be built to enable motorcycles to crash in their own unique way, which is quite different to the way cars spin out. And it will be built to guarantee the safety of those riders. And if it's not, then it won't happen because the riders won't accept it.
Yeah. We had Carlos Espeleta on. I asked him this simple question. Did Victoria lose the Moto GP or did Adelaide win it? And he said Adelaide won it. The Victorian government stuffed up. They could have kept it, John.
The Victorian government was given the option of taking it from Phillip Island and running it at Albert Park, where the Formula One race occurs. Albert Park, as you well know, comes with a lot of challenges, not the least of which is a perennial objection from local residents. And to my mind, it was an objection that was so strong that it was probably unlikely to be overcome. It was political dynamite for the Victorian government to determine that they were going to enable a Moto GP track, as I said before, with entirely different parameters in terms of safety and runoff areas, which meant claiming more of the Albert Park precinct. And that would have been political dynamite. I just couldn't see the Victorian government doing that.
Okay.
But they could have kept Phillip Island, for goodness sake. Now, that's the challenge. For me, as I said, mixed feelings. If I can use an analogy which is probably a little inappropriate, at the moment I feel like I've seen my mother-in-law drive off a cliff, but she was driving my favourite Ferrari. And, on the one hand, I think Adelaide winning the Grand Prix, as Carlos put it, is a great step forward for motorcycling generally, and for MotoGP in particular. But I think it's a huge loss in terms of the heritage of the sport to walk away from what is regarded as being the most important heritage track on the MotoGP calendar.
For 11 years, we had the F1 track here in Adelaide, did it bigger and better than anyone. The last day was 210,000, still a record for F1 anywhere in the world. So I think we know what we're doing here, John.
I'm not knocking it, but can I tell you that what you do, when you did Adelaide Alive back in 1985, you changed the whole perspective for Formula One in the world.
Yes.
Yeah, there was no one in the CBD of Adelaide or in the suburban environs who didn't know it was on and who didn't celebrate it. And that's exactly what I'm hopeful MotoGP will experience as well.
Will. We've matured too, those Eastern residents that used to whinge about the ethanol, the smell, the fuel, the road blockages. There'll be none of that. We're all on board with this one. Let me get your book, Phillip Island, The Inside Story of Australia's Fastest Racetrack and the home of motorsport. Best-selling author, you, John. What was your love affair with it and why was it so good? And, God, how did they lose it?
You have to go to Phillip Island to understand the magic of the place. You're standing on a cliff overlooking Bass Strait. You're fighting the mutton birds for space in the spectator area. When the 300-kilometre-an-hour MotoGP bikes come down Gardner Strait and pitch at almost undiminished speed into Doohan Corner, and then one corner later they're drifting with their rear wheels spinning through Stoner Corner. It's like nothing you'll see at any MotoGP anywhere in the world. And that can't be replicated, I'm sorry to say, by what you're going to build in Adelaide. But that's not to say what you're going to build is going to be less. It's simply going to be different. Right now, rather than decrying the fact that it's left Phillip Island, I think we should be celebrating the fact that we're moving to the next phase. If we don't do that, then we've all become curmudgeonly old people who don't deserve to look forward.
Yeah, no, well said. If you had to pick one, F1 or Moto GP, which one would you pick?
Thank you. You know, which child do I kill? Formula One has become the greatest show on earth.
Hasn't it, ever?
Yeah, and my hope is that Moto GP will replicate it.
Yeah.
At the moment, it's about 50% there. Look, for me, there is nothing like the thrill of watching the riders exposed in their leathers, on their bikes, knees, shoulders down on the bitumen, you know, at 65-degree lean angles, fighting each other through abreast. That's something that that's something that even Formula One can't do. So if I had to pick one purely as a spectacle, I'd go Moto GP. But if I had to pick one as an entertainment, right now I'd go Formula One. And it's up to Liberty Media now to bring Moto GP up to Formula One level.
Oh, mate, magnificent, John. Thanks for your time. Thoroughly deserved. The book is fantastic.
Thank you.
We've got Moto GP coming to Adelaide in 2027. We hope to see you here, John.
I promise I'll be there. Nowhere else I'd want to be. Yeah, absolutely.
Well done, John Smales there, the absolute expert. And bittersweet, I get that. 30 years at Phillip Island, now it's going to be a street circuit here. Give us time, we will nail this as good as any, and you'll be going, Phillip who? What was that? What was that island with those mutton birds and all those penguins, and it was really windy and it rained nearly every time they had a Moto GP? Oh, where was that? Oh, yeah, that was in Victoria, this little island that's just stuck down, way down. It will kill it.
This was their Bathurst, though, Phillip Island. So there is a little bit of sentiment that comes with that.
Well, there would be, but sentiment doesn't carry a long way, mate. We had sentiment too for 11 years.
Exactly.
We had the F1s here.
And we are South Australians, so we're going to be cock-a-hook about this regardless.
And those big Vic buffheads didn't give a flying and insert swear word here about us.
No.
And now we've won it back. Hey, the wheel turns. What's that quote that Timmy mentioned the other day from Mick Malthouse?
The ox is slow, but the earth is patient.
Ooh.
It's 20 after 5. Your call straight after this. Here's traffic.
Afternoon, a crash in Marion to look out for today. Sturd Road near Diagonal Road with big delays. Also huge delays the Savo at Kilburn. Due to that burst water main, Churchill Road and Grand Junction Road intersection. It's 3 lanes into one, so super slow. Avoid that if you can for the drive home. And got cameras Ashley Street, Torrensville and Fendon Road, Salisbury Plain. The special edition Japanese number plate auction is on. 15 rare limited edition plates are up for grabs. Bidding ends 7 p.m. Feb 23 at easyplates30sa.gov.au. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA Sports Show, Rowey and Timmy G.
Play along for a few seconds. You've just won the $4 million grand prize in the Hospital Research Foundation Home Lottery. You've stepped inside your beautifully crafted Scott Salisbury home in Henley Beach South. Your friends are there, your family is there, and you have won. All the furniture is yours, and so is the $300,000 in your bank account. Now, play along for real. Get your tickets at homelottery.com.au. Licence M14894.
At Mawson Lakes Volkswagen, they've been raising the bar on servicing. It starts with next day servicing, free loan car, free vacuum and wash, and you can enjoy a free breakfast or lunch thanks to Villies. Your car will be in expert hands with a state-of-the-art service centre and factory-trained technicians who know your vehicle inside and out. At Mawson Lakes Volkswagen, we look after you and your car. Mawson Lakes Volkswagen, just a short drive from the city.
I can comfortably say this because Beechwood Home built our dream home, but this is the best Beechwood home yet. Absolutely is unbelievable. A bold new era of Beechwood design is now revealed. It's in Craigburn Farm, the multi-level stunner, a masterpiece of innovation, luxury and style.
There's no other better version than that luxury style, inspired by the glamour of Palm Springs and California. Caliente is designed for entertaining and effortless relaxation. Perched on the high side, it offers breathtaking views, multiple indoor and outdoor living spaces, and a show-stopping pool.
Here's the thing. Prefer to stay in? That's okay. Lounge by the fireplace. Get the slippers on. Get the little smoking gown on.
Little cigar.
Get a big Cuban down your gob and smoke the gizzards out of it. Savour a bottle from the climate-controlled wine room or take the elevator. It's got a bloody elevator.
What?
To explore this incredible home designed for, honestly, all generations.
I've got to have a look at this. The team at Beechwood Homes has gone all out, and they can't wait for you to experience Caliente. Open Saturdays and Sundays, 1 till 4:30 p.m. at 10 Simon Crescent, Craigburg Farm.
They're simply the best. Life's good. It's even better in a Beechwood home.
Sail smarter with Viking and Phil Hoffman Travel, where curiosity meets understated luxury. Wake up each day to a new horizon aboard Viking's award-winning ships, exploring the world's most fascinating destinations. Enjoy fully inclusive cruising with meals, wine and beer, Wi-Fi, gratuities and a shore excursion in every port. Save up to $5,000 per couple on select river and ocean voyages. Book by 31st of March with Phil Hoffman Travel. Visit pht.com.au.
Now, we've got Shane from Drummond Golf with us. Shane, probably not a good idea to play golf if it's over 40 degrees outside.
Definitely no, Tommy. Wouldn't be a lot of fun either, which is why we think all golfers out there will love our Big Swing Golf indoor simulators. Hey, it's fully endorsed by the PGA Tour and the one and only Tiger Woods, and it's at Drummond Golf Mile End. We have a room full of simulators to play golf and other sports with your mates, rain, hail or shine.
Now, I have had a crack at this and it is brilliant. There's 84 amazing courses to play and 12 other sports you can choose from. So jump online and take a look at bigswinggolf.com.au, then call your mates and head to Drummond Golf Mile End. Shane, thanks so much. We'll catch you for a quick round soon.
Absolutely looking forward to it, Tommy.
Toolkit Depot's Price Beat Promise means you get low prices on your favourite tool brands. Rowey and Timmy G, the FIVEAA Sports Show.
I'm still pinching myself about this being a reality and how special it's going to be globally to have this circuit, to have this event in such a scenic and incredible stage that Adelaide is. The level of work that has been done, I really want to thank everybody at our team, at Moto GP, at FIM. And, you know, Adelaide is an amazing place with a lot of legacy and heritage in motorsport, as all of you know. Announcing that Moto GP will be racing in a racetrack which still holds, you know, the attendance record for Formula One so many years after. Really excited and really proud of the work that has been done.
Yeah, that's Carlos Espeleta earlier today from the Moto GP. So at 25 after 5, we're asking for your calls. Are you for it, against? Are you plumped? Are you not? We had 1 or 2 callers earlier before 5 o'clock that weren't so pleased. We've had some good perspectives so far. Let's go to Nick at Seaton. How are you feeling about it all?
Hello, Nick.
G'day, Stephen. How are you?
Good.
Good. Yeah, Stephen, I've been listening to you. I've been listening all day, actually, about this Moto GP, which I think is the greatest thing that's happened to Adelaide. Now, can I go back a little bit, a few years, and it might sound an endorsement for political here for Peter Malinauskas, but just briefly, my late father was a die-hard Liberal man, and I was too, up until Peter Malinauskas became Premier of South Australia. Now, what this man has done for this state is that people have got short memories. I mean, we were the nanny state years ago. You mentioned Adelaide to everyone, they'd laugh at us. Now we're the envy of all of Australia due to that, to Peter Malinauskas and his government. And now I'm voting Labor. Sorry, it sounds like a political thing. What he's done for sport and the live golf and the football and now this Moto GP, that man deserves all the credit with his party for what he's done and what he's achieved for the state, and we should be proud of him. And they're saying, what about the ramping and all that? Well, you know, unfortunately, the ramping's been there for a long time. No one's been able to do anything about it, but I'm sure they're working on it. But people must remember or think that the economy is growing so much in South Australia. We're the envy state now. Everybody wants to live in Adelaide. And the tourists we're getting and going to get, it's not only the tourists that are coming to these, it's put Adelaide on the map, and we're going to get tourists from all over the world. They want to come and see this place called Adelaide where everybody's talking about. So all I'm saying is I endorse everything that they've done, and even the past government with the Grand Prix. It was a very sad day when we lost it. My son, at the time, he was only 10 years old, and he cried when he heard that we've lost the Grand Prix. But anyway, Stephen, you're doing a great job.
Well done, Nick.
and all done, well done to the government and to we're the top state in Australia now, thanks to the Madeline House government.
Here, it is magnificent. It's a bit like cricket for me, Nick. You think about bowling, but you always bat. I'll think about voting for Labor, but I'm a Liberal. There's more than just the sport for me. It's business. But, Nick, you're right. He has done, with his team, an incredible job, and he has not only put us on the map with envy of Australia, we're now on the world stage. You think Live Golf, you think the TDU, you think the Moto GP. This is massive. Nick, I endorse everything you said, but I ain't voting that mob. Hello, Graham.
Hey, boys, how are you?
Good, buddy.
Put my cards on the table straight. I'm rapt that we've got it. I've been a MotoGP fan since I've been a kid.
Good.
My dad used to ride on down at Sellex Beach on British Thumpers when they had a beach track there at Sellex Beach back in the late 40s and early 50s. So I've followed it since I've been a kid. And it's a brilliant sport. The only thing I'll say, and am I allowed to quote a Rowey, can I come up the turnbuckle?
Yeah, come off the turnbuckle, mate.
Okay, let's remove that we've got it. Okay, let's take that out of the equation.
Mm-hmm.
How would you describe your station's coverage of MotoGP prior to this?
Oh, fleeting?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Why is that?
To be honest, fleeting.
Why does it take it to come to here before people suddenly get interested?
Well, it's a bit like Live Golf, Graham. It's a bit like the Fringe. I couldn't care less about thespians out there in the parklands, but I go.
Yeah,
build it, Graham, and they will come.
Well, they will come. Don't worry about that. And in relation to your previous expert, or what would you prefer over Formula 1 to MotoGP?
John Smales.
I don't know if you've... Yeah. If you've ever watched the MotoGP on TV, I've been to Phillip Island 3 times. I've been to Buriram twice. I watched Marc Marquez win his 6th World Championship in Thailand. The risk these blokes take is far outweighs anything a Formula 1 driver would ever do. Formula 1 drivers are in awe of what... Because MotoGP is F1 on 2 wheels. That's what it is.
It is, and a bit of leather between you and death.
You've got a 300 horsepower motorcycle, which way outweighs most cars. It weighs about 175 kilograms. When they go around a corner at 60, 65 degree angle, elbow, knee, shoulder on the ground, there's a 20-cent patch of tyre on the tarmac. So they are skating on thin ice, either coming off or getting out of that corner. So to me, F1's great and I love it, and you guys cover F1 quite well. But I've got to admit, your coverage of MotoGP in the last 5-6 years has been woeful.
Yeah. Graham, fair call. We'll always do the news, and if an Australian's up there, like Mick Doohan did for his 5 World Championships, we're all over it like white on rice. Here's the thing, Graham, we're going to get on board, and you're right, you can knock us, but now that we've got it in our backyard as of next year, boy, oh boy, wowee, I'll buy myself a motorbike.
Well, this is part of the idea of MotoGP coming to the city. They want more people invested in their sport that weren't beforehand.
There you go.
So this is exactly what's going to happen, Graham. And
well done, Graham.
It's going to be very successful here, with no doubt about that. Time for the 5:30 headlines. We're going to take more of your calls in the next half hour and also speak to Australian Winter Olympic gold medalist Cooper Woods. He joins us next.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Good evening, Mel Usher with the 5:30 headlines. SA will pioneer street racing in Moto GP when the bikes come to town in 2027. A man is in custody and expected to be charged with arson following a multi-million-dollar fire in Chesser Street overnight. A toxic gas leak at the Ice Arena in 2024 is headed to court. And in sport, Victoria will host the Sheffield Shield final after beating WA by 354 runs at the WACA. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Afternoon at Marion. Look out for a crash dirt road near Diagonal Road. Kilburn, Burst Waterman with monster delays. Churchill Road at the Grand Junction Road intersection. And Eastwood a breakdown Green Hill Road near Fullerton Road. Visiting South Road, Mile End with a camera. Fendon Road, Salisbury Plain this afternoon. The big one is back until March 31. Get an unbeatable finance offer across the MY25 Extra range. T's and C's apply. Hurry till Nissan today. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA forecast down to 19 tonight, sunny for your Friday and 33. Right now it's 26 degrees. We'll have more news at 6 on 5AA, always Adelaide.
In the lead up to the 2026 South Australian state election, 5AA will keep you informed.
It's just another example of our state leading the world.
Join David and Will for 5AA breakfast from 6 a.m. for the latest announcements and opinion.
Pick a poll, any poll.
Then stay across the developing stories across the day with Graham Goodings from 9.
Housing is still a major issue.
And Stacey Lee from 1 p.m.
How can anyone believe your election commitments?
You won't miss a thing.
We're just focused on affordability.
The 2026 state election on 5AA.
Always informative. Always Adelaide.
Win one of 6 fantastic Mahindra cars, plus 50 petrol vouchers valued at $1,000 each. Buy the advertiser from now until March 8, find the code word and enter at winwithnews.com.au. T's and C's apply. SAT25/2116.
G'day, Keith Conlon here. How many times this year have you been wished a happy and healthy new year? Happy? That's up to you. But healthy? That's where Fusion Clinical Research comes in. Norwood-based Fusion is paving the way for the development of new drugs and treatments for a healthy future for all South Australians and beyond our shores. It's a little late, but healthy new year from the doctors and health professionals at Fusion. Trusted research, proven results. Fusion.
Fair to say we all have a little clutter at home and in our work life. I know we do here.
Yeah, a lot of it actually. Thankfully, clutter and mess is no match though for Sharman Shelving. They've got all the solutions. Imagine a space where everything just has its place and it's just easy to access. Well, Sharman Shelving, they just make your life so much easier.
Jody's favourite people are Bill, George and Christine because they came out to our clutter joint. And, oh, my God, we've had them out to work. Yeah. Oh, my God. Look, they come to your home, your office, your workshop. So it's not just retail. It's home. It's your workshop or your shed. They measure up, design, deliver and assemble the perfect storage solution just in a great range of colours to suit any decor. You come to Complete. We've got one that's red and blue with a big Nord logo on it.
Because you've themed it all red and blue.
They'll custom make it.
Look at that.
Custom make it.
That is genius. And everyone just needs a little bit of Sharman in their life. Be it the colours, be it the decor to fit in, be it just the storage space you need. Call into 412 North East Road. They're at Windsor Gardens. Take a look in person. In fact, their showroom and office is now next door to the big white building, so make sure you enter via Albert Street.
Yep, there you go. Or you can jump online as well, sharmanshelving.com.au, or take a look at them on Facebook.
Gentlemen, is your need to peel a time getting in the way of your social life? Caruso's Peeless to the rescue. Caruso's Peeless contains Schisandra chinensis, a fruit extract traditionally used in Chinese medicine to relieve urinary frequency, plus zinc to support prostate health. So, if your need to peel a time is getting in the way of your social life, try Caruso's Peeless today. Caruso's Peeless comes with a money-back guarantee and is available from leading pharmacies and health stores. Always read the label and follow the directions for use.
Kia's summer offers just got hotter with incredible value on 2025 build models at your Kia dealer now. Whether it's the full electric experience or the hybrid adventure you're after, Kia has you covered with the World Car of the Year EV3 now starting from $46,990 drive away, and the new hybrid Sportage from only $44,490 drive away. Hurry in for these incredible Kia summer offers at your Kia dealer now.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Toolkit Depot's Price Beat Promise means you get low prices on your favourite tool brands.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
At 24 minutes to 6, very soon we'll talk to Saka head coach in Ryan Harris. They got a great win against Queensland just the other day in the Sheffield Shield. Puts them into third and real contention for the Shield. And we'll give you the squads as well for the Crows and Port trial game tomorrow. We'll be live at Alberton Oval for tomorrow's match in between both the clubs. First time they get the hit out in this pre-season. But let's get to Milano Cortina. This happened just last week.
He lands it.
The landing.
Come on, Cooper.
Woods.
22.61 is the time. Could he have run a better run? I don't think so. Not under that sort of pressure. It's first.
He's won!
83.71. Come on, Cooper Woods!
He is an Olympic gold medalist.
I think that sums it up. It's day 13 of Milano Cortina, and our athletes have just been awesome over there for the Winter Olympics. None better than our gold medalists you heard there in the moguls. Cooper Woods, welcome. How bloody good was that?
I tell you what, that was one of the better entrances I've ever had. So thank you very much, guys. It's been a a pretty insane few days.
It would be. You got to understand that back here in Australia, it is just capturing everyone's attention. It is, look, the scenes, the success we've had, not just the medals, the PB. You guys are that brave and that great. Just talk us through your golden run, Cooper.
Oh, it was a day that I've been working so hard towards, and a day that I skied on with just all emotion. I didn't get the result that I wanted in the qualification one, and I just came out swinging, and in the qualification two, and I left honestly nothing on the table. And once that first score came in for the day, it was an 80. The runs and the scores just kept dropping. But that last run, I was the last person to drop, and that was the first time that I ever did that, which was absolutely terrifying because there are some serious heavy hitters that were going before me. But I had a moment where the clouds parted, and I had about a 30-second window of sunshine, and it was kind of like a moment that stopped, and I could hear every Aussie down the bottom, and they were going ballistic. It was something I've never been a part of, and we just attacked and enjoyed every single little bit of it.
It was meant to be, Cooper. One of the competitors is, I think even you called him the GOAT, one of the best in the world at the mogul. So you beat people at their absolute best must make you so proud.
It hasn't been the easiest season for me. I've been skiing well while training, but haven't put it down in competition. And to do it at the Olympic Games is
wow.
Oh, it gives me shivers still. I'm just so proud, and it's I've got to thank so many people that are just in my corner that have helped get me here. It's been the highs and the lows of injury and travel and time away, and it's missing Christmases and birthdays. Like to have my family here is the proudest thing.
Mate, I can hear the emotion in your voice. You be proud, buddy. You come out swinging. It was that impressive that Mr. Nobody, you know who I'm talking about, Johnny Hills, his nickname's Nobody. He's your mentor once you got that scholarship. Even he said you're one of the toughest athletes he's ever known and worked with, and even he, as great as he is in awe of Cooper Woods.
John is he's a fine man and an unbelievable role model. He's had he helped me so much at the last Olympics, and there's been so much advice that has gotten me to the moment that I'm at now just through John. He's a really cool role model and someone that I can always rely on, and he's always real and honest, and I'm so lucky to have a relationship with a guy of such high caliber.
Well, it speaks volumes of your character too, young man. Now, I read somewhere that you're up on the dais, the national anthem goes up, you get the medal put around your scone. Whose Ugg boots were you wearing?
Yes, there was a little wardrobe malfunction just because of how good the day went. I actually left my shoes at home.
Come on, Turbo.
And I had to Jakara Anthony, the other Australian Olympic medalist, and also my teammate, she let me use her shoes. So it was only fitting to go stand on top of the podium with her shoes. But She hasn't received them back yet, so I apologise to her. And I think we can get her a new pair.
Yeah, I think we'll be able to be someone hugs to you or a big company here in Adelaide to look after. Hey, Cooper, why are we so good at the moguls? You mentioned Jakara Anthony. We spoke to her earlier in the week. Matt Graham, I think, won bronze. We are killing it at the moguls.
It's been a dream run for our mogul team. I think it all comes down to team culture and the team leaders that we have, from my coach Peter McNeil to the staff that we have at the OWIA, and more importantly, our team captain Matt Graham, is my older brother, and those guys set a standard for us to live in and compete in, and we are like family, and we're in the trenches. Wherever we are in the gym, or not sleeping because we're traveling around the world, and it really is like a family environment. So it just seemed to have a beautiful domino effect. Once we got the one medal, a few more dropped.
Yeah, it was a bit harder than that, I think, Cooper. That one drop, you guys were just superb. Cortina, how good has it been? The conditions on the telly, mate, it looks unbloody-believable, and metres and metres of snow.
It's been definitely a Winter Olympics. I'm looking outside a window right now, and it is absolutely nuking of snow. And those that have time to go for a bit of a free ski around the mountain are absolutely scoring. It's just having snowfall like this just gives it a perfect winter feel.
Doesn't it ever? Australia, 3 gold, 2 silver, a bronze, 6 Olympic medals, 12th on the ladder. I'm going to say that again. Australia, which is the driest continent, Cooper Woods, in the world, we're above China, Great Britain, Finland. It has just been an unbelievable Olympics for us Aussies.
Yeah, tell you what, that sounds pretty bloody good. We are exactly, we're a summer nation. A lot of us spend our time probably at the beach and around the waters. And, we've come over here just with that fight, as Aussies do. We love an underdog story, and, we've just been on the attack, and, it's been so awesome. These athletes, they've worked so hard, and it's just like, what a movie, really.
It is, Cooper. Hey, what's your home mountain for the moguls? I've skied Mount Buller a number of times, and I reckon I would have been good at the moguls down Burke Street, because I used to get... It must be natural to us, because we don't have the beautiful St. Moritz, Banff or Whistler type of ski fields in Australia. So which one's yours?
I'm a skier from Perisher. Perisher Resort. We have a pretty incredible mogul course there, which is actually named after my uncle. So we have some teams come down throughout the winter and come and train and compete there with us. But Perisher is the closest one to home.
Okay. Moguls must be in your blood, because there's no way if I was a freestyle skier or a snowboarder, I'd pick moguls. It'd be the last one, because I've got no knees, no hips now. Name your uncle. Who is he? He must be pretty famous.
Peter Spalovic. Okay. He's a champion through the winter sports of Australia. He's really brought us on the map, and has taken us to levels like we have this last week, which has been really cool. So, pretty lucky to have some awesome people like that in my corner.
Mate, we're proud of you. Thanks for picking up the phone over there, Cooper. You are an Olympic gold medalist in one of the greatest Olympics, mate. Forever, Cooper, forever. When I ring you in a year, 2 years, the next Olympics, Cooper Woods, Olympic gold medalist.
Oh, it is I have little moments like that where it sinks in a little bit at the moment, and I'm just like, what is going on? This has been it's a dream come true, and it's been awesome to chat with you guys today.
Good on you, Cooper. Well done. Get some Bailey's Irish cream down your tonsils.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good right now.
Good on you. Cooper Woods, Australian winter gold medalist. You could hear oh, God, you could hear the emotion in his voice.
Special.
That is real. It's special.
And to do it with the Aussies, fellow Aussies.
We have no idea of the sacrifice. We have no idea of the bravery. We have no idea of the injuries. I mean, they all wear bloody mouth guards and helmets. There's a reason for that, because you get injured.
Yeah. And to see our Australians do so well, this is our best Winter Games we've ever had. So we've now got 6 medals, 3 of them being gold, 2 silver and a bronze, sitting 12th in the world. It's a very, very impressive group that we've got over there at the moment.
It snows in London, in Great Britain. We're beating them.
Not bad, eh? All right, we're going to talk about the footy next and take more of your calls on the Moto GP. 8223 0000. If you've got some thoughts, call us next. Here's traffic.
Crash with delays this afternoon at Marion, Sturt Road near Diagonal Road. Kilburn, Burst Watermain with monster delays. Churchill Road at the Green Junction Road intersection. Avoid that like the plague, the Savo. And Eastwood a breakdown, Green Hill Road near Fullerton Road. Camera, George Street, Theberton. See the world's best go all in when Australia take on India in the NRMA Insurance Women's T20 International. Adelaide Oval, Saturday, Feb 21. Search cricket tickets. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G. The 5AA Sports Show.
Get saving now with City Discount Tyres. We're offering great deals on the world's top brands in tyres, wheels, suspension and parts. Suitable for four-wheel drives, SUVs and passenger cars, including Falcon, Michelin, Pirelli, Kumho, Hankook and many more. Finance options available. Search citydiscounttyres.com.au and locate your nearest dealer today. City Discount Tyres. We're driven by value.
Whatever your morning looks like, own it with Up and Go Liquid Breakfast. Braving the bus or carving a wave, battling rush hour or feeling the rush of your favourite trail. Fueled with the protein, fibre and vitamins you need to get up and go.
Tell you what, if you haven't heard of paddle yet, you will. It's the fastest growing sport in the world. Think tennis meets squash, but it's made more social. You can drink with it. You can play with it with a drink in the other hand.
You can.
Oh, they encourage it. You can play in pairs, so you're always in the rally, always moving. Basically, it's exercise that feels like play. So you're exercising, then a game of paddle breaks out.
It's amazing. And you don't have to be any good at it either. I'm horrible at it, but you just get out there and have some fun. It's for everyone. It doesn't matter if you haven't picked up a racket since high school. It's easy to learn, it's easy to play, and it's great social, as Rowey said. Grab a mate, make a little team, see what all the hype is about, and head down to Paddle Fit. It's 4 world-class indoor paddle courts right here in Theberton.
It's not just big in the rest of the world anymore. It's finally here in Adelaide, growing fast. Book a court online now and try this new craze. Paddle Fit, just off Port Road in Thebe.
Go Harvey Norman hot deals on Dyson. Hot price on Dyson V8 Origin stick vacuum now just $377. Save $570 on Dyson V15 Detect Absolute Stick Vac with laser technology, leaving no mess behind. Now under $900. Bundle deal on Wash G1 plus V16 Animal at just $1,349. Plus hot deal on Dyson Airstreak for fast styling without heat damage. Now only $546. Best brands, best range. There's more in store at Harvey Norman. Hot deals on Dyson on now.
When you think of single malt Scotch whisky, you might imagine Scotland's green hills, her fresh babbling brooks, and rows of oak barrels. But you can get the same feeling right here in Adelaide when you walk down the aisles at Powell's. Sam and Jamie from Parafield Airport Liquor Store know every drop on the shelf. They can guide you through Scotland's best whisky labels and the best from around the globe, all under one roof. Parafield Airport Liquor Store. Powell's, next to Roulette's Tavern, Kings Road, Parafield.
Mazda's 2025 play clearance is on now. Don't miss incredible drive-away deals across select 2025 models. Take on the toughest terrain in the top-of-the-range Mazda BT50 SP. Now from $68,990 drive away. Or get the job done with the worksite-ready BT50 XT 4x4 dual cab from $55,990 drive away. Hurry into your local dealership before they're gone. Priced to clear and ready to move. The Mazda play clearance is on now. Terms, conditions and exclusions apply. See Mazda.com.au for details.
Toolkit Depot's Price Beat Promise means you get low prices on your favourite tool brands.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
At 9 to 6, Timmy away today, back tomorrow because we're heading to Alberton Oval. He's mainland, and we're going to be seeing the Crows and Port Adelaide play in match simulation for the first time in this pre-season, and the teams are out.
Well, they are. We'll be calling the game 5:30 tomorrow at Albion. I'll do the Crows first. Archie injured out. Sid Draper, Dan Curtin injured out. Mitch Hinge's out. Isaac Rankin is out. Isaac Cummings is out. Mark Keane is out. They're all out injured, which means Mitch Marsh on debut will get an opportunity. I like to see Charlie Edwards. He too is in there. Crows have got 2 ruckmen named, Lockie McAndrew and Riley O'Brien. Now, will they play them off the bench? Will they give Lockie McAndrew the first half, maybe Riley O'Brien the second? A lot of interest in that one. And for Port Adelaide, well, they got a few outs as well. Sam Powell-Pepper's out. Zach Butters, we know, is out. Ollie Wines is out. Mitch Georgiadis is out. Jordan Sweet hasn't been named, and that's a big one. They're going with Vicentini. Braden Zach Thurcher is out. Is that how you say it?
Brandon Zerk-Thatcher?
Yeah, that's him. They obviously like Ram. I do like that. They've got other couple of injuries. Asava Radigali is also out. 2 evenly matched teams. Will be a cracking game.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
Starts at 5:30.
So tune in, Campo, Rowey, myself and Timmy G. We'll go through it all tomorrow. Let's get to our calls on the Moto GP. Have you say? Adam's at Onkapringa Hills.
Yes. Hi, guys. How you going?
Adam.
That's good. Just had a comment. I'm a sports fan in general. Don't really follow the Moto GP, but hearing the news today, I couldn't believe it. It's like so amazing for our city, and I just think it's, in addition to all the good news, I think it's time. It's time we establish a permanent facility down at Victoria Park, whether it's stands, whether it's a village, something like that. I was looking back at the tennis that's just finished in Melbourne and seeing the village down in there in Melbourne for the tennis. I can't see why we can't just explore that opportunity to create a village, some sort of a hub down there for all the sports that are happening, whether it's the MotoGP, the V8s, and create some buzz, and let's just, get it going. Let's go,
Adam, you're so right. I think this will be the catalyst to it. I'm sure there's plans in tow. I don't think anyone's ready to make any announcements, but without a shadow of a doubt now, with 2 major events in that precinct, the economy of scales for that, they'll do something. I'm sure they will. I mean, gone are the days where we have a one-way freeway down south and retractable lights at Adelaide Oval.
Yeah, that's it.
We are now a serious, respected player on the world stage, and I'm sure they'll do something. Let's go to Fullerton. Hello, Susan.
Hi, you won't like what I've got to say, but anyway, I'll say it. I walk in and out of town from Green Hill Road to North Terrace each week. I don't know whether you realise, but in that area, only about 3 months of the year, some of the parkland's not blocked off, and the car restrictions start September, finish February, and vast amounts of brass are relayed every year. That's just all I wanted to say.
Now, that's okay, Susan, and it will impact. I get that. Maybe they might be able to build an underground tunnel from the Credible Terrace all the way into the city where you can walk through and ride your bikes or something. But, Susan, at the end of the day, I think we've all got to have a little bit of gratitude that the flow through of the economic takeouts from this is going to be great for our state. Susan, you'd have to admit that.
Yes. Well, why can't they leave some path open for us instead of blocking off the pathways?
And they're going to have to take all those things into consideration, Susan.
But they haven't so far.
No.
And this has been going on for a few years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who can you talk to get that across, or they're just not listening?
Oh, I don't think anyone cares.
I think they do.
There's not enough of us that walk through or cycle through those pathways each day. I mean, if there were thousands, they would maybe take notice, but otherwise they don't care.
Okay, all right.
Anyway, thanks for listening.
Thank you, Susan. And look,
it's valid, but
of course it is.
As you say,
absolutely it is.
What we have in our parklands here, especially in that East End, are some of the biggest events for our state's economy. So we see the supercars coming. We're going to see the MotoGP. You see the Fringe Festival, which goes for a month.
I know.
These are all incredibly big and well-populated events, which South Australia does for the goodness of the state. We can't have great things if we don't have some of these big events.
And every positive, there's a negative, and sometimes the minority have to suck it up, and it is bloody hard. I'm sure if I lived at Burnside or down Kensington Road and all of that, I'd get a bit peed off as well that it's all blocked. So I get the sensitivities of that, but sometimes we just got to grit our teeth and have gratitude and be grateful that it's better for the state. We interviewed Sam Shahinon before. Now, he's built a magnificent The Bend. For 15 years has been friends with the family that owned Moto GP. His dream, you heard him on our show, his dream was to get it here. And as soon as he knew we could have lost it by not being able to give it to the city of Adelaide and the streets and be selfless, be absolutely selfless with integrity, and he did. Now, if he can do it, I think a couple of us that have to walk through the park and, watch the squirrels in the morning and the grass is dead, Do you know what I mean?
No,
just for a couple of months.
That's right.
It's easy for me to say I don't live in that area.
Exactly right. And Susan, and if there's anyone else like Susan who lives around the area and has had concerns with the ongoing continual disruption with the area, because yes, if you live in that area, it would become taxing.
Well, let's hope we do. Now that there's going to be two, maybe they might have to listen a bit more to the residents there. Hello, Bruce.
Hey, gentlemen, and Rowey, how are you?
Good, my man. Yeah, pretty happy.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. I followed GP for 10 years consecutively, travelling from Adelaide to Phillip Island and taking my family over there. My kids are too young to enjoy it and will know what was going on, but the wife loved it. Great event, close up to the action, close to the riders. Awesome for tourism. I followed it from 2 strokes to 4 strokes. I've dropped off. I haven't gone anymore because it's just too expensive, too time-consuming. But now it's going to be with Adelaide. I'll be going back again. It's going to be awesome. And even if it goes to Taylor Men, I'll go out there and support it too. So,
well
awesome.
Done. Well done, Bruce. You know what? People are knocking me. Oh, Ray, what do you know about MotoGP? I don't know enough, but bloody hell I will. And don't go knocking people like me that like jumping on bandwagons, on big things. As I said, never went to the Fringe, but I do now. I mean, I wouldn't have gone to live golf. I'm not a golfer, but I do now.
Yep.
The TDU, I've been down to Tanunda. I've sat there with the residents as it's gone past. We do. I'll jump on the back of this. I'll tell you how hard I'll jump on the back of it. I'm going to buy a one-piece black leather suit and buy a Vespa.
Are you?
Done.
You want to do that? I can't wait to see that.
I don't know whether I'll wear a one-piece leather suit.
Didn't think so.
No.
I was keen to see it, though.
But I'll buy a scooter.
All right. Let's see the scooter. I like it. It's time for the 6 o'clock news. We'll take more of your calls. And Ryan Harris to talk cricket next.
The FIVEAA Sports Show. Rowey and Timmy G.
Sail smarter with Viking and Phil Hoffman Travel, where curiosity meets understated luxury. Wake up each day to a new horizon aboard Viking's award-winning ships, exploring the world's most fascinating destinations. Enjoy fully inclusive cruising with meals, wine and beer, Wi-Fi, gratuities and a shore excursion in every port. Save up to $5,000 per couple on select river and ocean voyages. Book by 31st of March with Phil Hoffman Travel. Visit pht.com.au.
It's hard to trust someone with your property when they've never even set foot in it. Keep your property clean, safe and running smoothly with a local. Servicing SA Cleaning and Facility Solutions are a homegrown South Aussie business across a full range of facility services, from cleaning to maintenance, from pest control to security. Servicing SA has your commercial, retail or community facility covered. Affordable, reliable and 100% local. That's Servicing SA. Find out more at servicingsa.com.au.
Goodness me, here's another good story. In this market, houses don't hang around for long, and that competition gives sellers a real chance to achieve top dollar for their property. And if you're going to use Toop and Toop, I'm telling you, you'll get record prices. If you want someone who really knows the Adelaide market, trust Bronte Manuel. Comes in here every Tuesday with his crisp white shirt. He's good. He is. Look, he is top of the tree, and his team at Toop and Toop.
Yeah, they are very impressive, their group. Across Greater Metropolitan Adelaide, Toop and Toop holds more suburb records than any other South Australian real estate agency. They are that good. From College Park and Norwood all the way to West with West Beach and Brompton, through to Mount Barker, Parracombe and St Peters, they are proud to deliver standout results. That is standout right across our state.
Well, it's facts. It's facts. If you want a record price for your house, get into Toop and Toop. No matter where you're selling, their focus is always the same, achieving the best possible outcome for you. Who's you? The vendor, the seller. It's your house. It's your prized possession. So if you'd like to know more about that and what your house is worth in 2026, do this. Visit toopandtoop.com.au.
The news and information that matters. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Down to 19 tonight, sunny tomorrow and 33. With the 6 o'clock news, good evening, I'm Mel Usher.
Nurse Next Door, offering caregiving and nursing services to help you to stay at home. nursenextdoor.com.au.
SA will pioneer street racing in Moto GP when the bikes come to town in 2027. The race will move to Adelaide next year after 3 decades at Victoria's Phillip Island. Moto GP Chief Sporting Officer Carlos Espelita says for the first time in history it'll be held on a street circuit.
I'm still pinching myself about this being a reality and how special it's going to be globally to have this circuit, to have this event in such a scenic and in a racetrack which still holds, the attendance record for Formula One so many years after. We're really, really excited.
The Greens' Robert Sims has welcomed the event but is concerned about the environmental impact.
This Labor government doesn't have a very good track record when it comes to parklands protection, nor does it have a very good track record when it comes to heritage. We've got the Victoria Park Grandstand, for instance, heritage listed, iconic, and I want to make sure that's not being damaged through this process as well.
A man is expected to be charged with arson after a blaze in the CBD. A multi-million-dollar fire broke out at a photography studio on Chesser Street late last night. A 31-year-old of no fixed address is now in custody. A court appearance is likely tomorrow. Well, the federal government says it's happy with the latest set of unemployment numbers, which show almost 18,000 jobs were created last month. The data reveals Australia's unemployment rate remains steady at 4.1% in January. SA, WA and Victoria were the big winners. Employment Minister Amanda Rishworth claims the numbers prove the government has the right economic policies in place.
There are over 150,000 more Australians in jobs since this time last year. Now, importantly, the number of people in full-time jobs has significantly increased over the month.
Supreme Court Judge Laura Stein has been appointed the state's new Chief Justice, becoming the first woman to hold the role. She was sworn in at Government House this morning by Governor Francis Adamson on a Bible which formerly belonged to the country's first female judge, Dame Roma Mitchell. And the man who played Paul McCartney in a new movie has been hanging out with the real deal in London. Paul Mescal took time out from filming his Beatles biopic to attend a screening of the new Wings documentary with Paul McCartney. Now turning to 5AA Sport.
Whether your block is the size of Adelaide Oval or the Gold Square, build with Sterling Homes.
Adelaide has announced a 29-man squad for its pre-season showdown against Port tomorrow night. Isaac Rankin will not take part after suffering a low-grade hamstring strain at training this week. The Crows will also be without Isaac Cumming, Mitch Hinge and Callum Archer as they recover from their respective injuries. Port has selected its 25-player squad. Dante Vicentini is in, while teenager Harrison Ram will feature in the backline. To cricket, Victoria will host the Sheffield Shield final after beating WA by 354 runs at the WACA. Well, the youngest member of the Australian Olympic team will finally get her opportunity to compete on day 13 of the Milano Cortina Games. Shane McGuinness reports.
Well, most Aussie athletes are starting to wind up their competition at these games. Melbourne's Indra Brown is just about to get started. The 16-year-old gets her opportunity in the free ski halfpipe tomorrow morning Australian time, an event in which she won silver at the X Games in Aspen just last month. Riley Flanagan will be out to emulate the success of Danielle Scott when he lines up in the men's aerials today, while the sport of ski mountaineering makes its Olympic debut. 2 Aussies lining up in the sport affectionately known as skimo.
That's sport. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Got delays everywhere tonight. Lots of crashes. You'll find one at Marion, Sturt Road near Diagonal Road. Another crash with delays at Virginia, Northern Expressway near Port Wakefield Road. And big delays with a burst water main at Kilburn, Churchill Road at the Green Junction Road intersection. Camera, trimmer parade season. 40 million reasons to play Keno Go with a $40 million jackpot every 3 minutes. Download the Keno Go app and take your shot at life-changing winnings today. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA forecast.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
A low of 19 tonight, sunny tomorrow 33, Saturday mostly sunny 35, Sunday showers 28. Right now it's 25 degrees. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
Thank you, I'm Brenton Raglis. Tonight, South Australia's completed a major coup, stealing the Australian Motorbike Grand Prix from Victoria after more than 30 years. And a man has been arrested over a multi-million-dollar fire in the city, which forced a school to shut down. Don't worry, you haven't missed the news. Start over on 9 now as soon as you're home.
The latest Star Discount Chemist catalogue is packed with red-hot summer specials. You'll find Hydrolite Effervescent Electrolyte tablets, 20 tablets in assorted flavours, just $11.99 for relief from dehydration symptoms. Always read the label and follow directions for use. Star Discount Chemist. How can we help?
Thinking about downsizing? Discover Northern Community Residential Village in Penfield. New homes in the latest release are now selling from just $450,000. With no stamp duty, no council rates and no exit fees, it's a smart financial move. Northern Community Residential Village offers secure, low-maintenance living in a friendly community of like-minded over 50s. Embrace your next chapter in style and comfort. Visit ncrv.com.au to book a tour of the display home today.
Hey, Mike Keelan here. I'm chatting to Matthew Beresford at Gawler Motorcycle Centre. Tell us all about the store.
We're a family-owned motorcycle shop here in Evanston South, just outside of Gawler. We deal with a major brand up being CF Moto, and we do all servicing, repairs, spare parts, accessories here as well for all sorts of brands.
And Matthew, I noticed in the gardening realm you've got a massive range of steel products. So simply search Gawler Motorcycle Centre at Evanston South.
Adelaide Renault's Group is your local Renault crew who treat every project like it's our own. From kitchens to bathrooms and full home transformations, we bring design, care and inspiration to you with our mobile showroom. Visualise your renovation design in your home in real time. Discover what's possible. Get an instant quote and create the space you love, the one that truly feels like home. For inspiration and information, visit adelaidebuildingandrenos.com.au. Adelaide Renault's Group, your home, only better.
Setting the agenda for South Australia. This is 5AA, always Adelaide.
Toolkit Depot's Price Beat Promise means you get low prices on your favourite tool brands.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
8 minutes after 6, still heaps of time for your calls. It's a historic day. Moto GP announced earlier today by our Premier and the Moto GP bosses that have arrived here in town that it will be on the street circuits of Adelaide come November 2027 for the next 10 years. So have your say on that. 8223 0000. Best caller tonight. Double pass to the SA Caravan and Camping and Outdoor Show for 2026. But Rowey, let's shift our attention to the Gabba, where we had some success the other day.
Well, we beat Queensland at the Gabba by 7 wickets. Was inside 3 days. We're sitting third on the Shield ladder, coming home again with a wet sail, getting it right at the right time. Joining us is our winning Shield coach, Ryan House. Rhino, welcome.
G'day, guys.
Took 20 wickets. It goes a long way when you can take 20 wickets because it means you can go close to winning it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It helps, doesn't it? No doubt. And we were really good, actually, with the ball. It's probably the best performance I think we've had this year with our bowling unit. And the great positive about it is it's probably, and no disrespect to the boys that are playing, but it's probably not our main, with Brendan Doggett out and Henry Thornton, who's bowled well as well. It's probably not our main first choice sort of bowling group, but I think that just shows that which is a good thing. Again, you've got young kids like Campbell Thompson comes in and does a great job. Hanno Jacobs come in to go with Jordan Buckingham and Nathan McAndrew. It just shows the depth is there and they can compete at the top level. The Campbell Thompson's he was great through playing his first game. So it's nice to be able to put a performance together, especially against a team that have been playing well, and obviously it was a huge game for us.
Yeah, everyone chipped in, but a DNA mark of your coaching, Rhino, is that they bowl as a unit. And I thought they did. Liam Scott, for instance, 5 in the first innings, and Nathan McAndrew chips in for 5 in the others. Others just tied up an end and didn't give them anything and put the pressure on. Then the other one down the other end got a wicket. It's just a real trademark, I think, when SA are playing good cricket.
Yeah, and that's bowling 101. That's what I preach, and that's the big thing about it. I mean, a lot of these guys, they want to put performances on the board, numbers on the board to show that they want to keep playing in the team. But it also, I do talk a lot about that. It's not all about numbers in the wickets column. it's the way you build pressure and how do you bowl in partnerships. You talk about batting in partnerships. That's big partnerships wins games when you get big runs, and bowling's just as important. So we've managed to do that really well. We did really well last year. As I said, it probably just hasn't been as crisp this year in the bowling group, but we've showed glimpses of it. We just haven't put it all together. And again, we did it again this week, and it was outstanding. And as I've said to the guys after the game, my exact words were, if we bowl well as a group, we're not going to be chasing many runs because we'll be taking lots of wickets.
It'll be hard to drop Campbell Thompson after what was a great debut. And how about his first innings? Just give me your insights from a bowling perspective about how well he bowled. 14 overs, 2 for 16.
Unbelievable.
That's tying up an end. That's doing your job for a young lad.
Yeah, it is. And, he's to be honest with you, he was probably a fraction short, and he knew that as well. I believe if he had pitched half of those up to Usman and to rest, he would have probably ended up with FIVEAA. They were just a fraction short, and that's what you can do. To be honest, he's come probably to one of the hardest places to build wickets to play on and to build on in the country. The Gabba's a great place to bowl, but it's a hard place to bowl, especially on day one. And the wicket we obviously won the toss and bowled. The wicket was under cover for 4 days because it had so much rain up here. So there was definitely a little bit of moisture in it. And the length on day one is so crucial. And, look, he probably missed a little bit, but in saying that, he did exactly what we just spoke about. There was no runs being scored off him. He bowled lots of maidens, and then, we get a guy at the other end taking FIVEAA as well. So a great debut. And, Campbell's one that's worked really hard. I said it to him the other night. I probably didn't have him playing first-class cricket this year.
Wow.
Yep, we've got some injuries, but there's other guys around that have been bowling well and playing well, but this kid's just worked hard. He's worked his butt off to what do I need to do to play? What do I need to change in my game to play first class cricket? Swinging the ball's good when it's easy when it's new, but when the old ball, and the wickets flatten out, it gets hard. And he's done everything right in second 11 cricket. He's been on flat wickets. He's taken wickets on flatties, and he's just worked hard and gotten fit and strong, and he just wants it, and it's great to see the reward. And obviously handing him his cap the other day was such a great honour for me. But just to see a young kid come through and get the reward after all the hard work is a great thing.
A junior rhino there. I was equally proud as I am happy for Jake Lehmann. He's 74 on that first stick against, well, it was a super important knock in the scheme of things. I reckon this lad just reads big moments so well now. I know he's experienced and you'd expect that, but God, look at the finals last year in important games when you needed someone to stand up. It's Jake Lehmann now, Rhino.
Yeah, it is. And I think he just knows he's comfortable where he is in his life and in his job and his game, in the game of cricket and in batting. It's amazing. He had when my first year back, he had a tough year. Obviously, he lost the captaincy after that year as well, and the selection was tough. He's on the brink of maybe being dropped there as well, and he's just come back, and his story is unbelievable, really. I mean, the amount of runs he scored last year, and even this year, he's contributed a lot this year as well. It's just a phenomenal story. But again, I think he just feels. The way I look at him now, the conversations I have, it's just there's no situation he doesn't want to be in. He knows he's calm. He knows his game really well. He's not going to make 100 every time he walks out, although he's not far off it. He knows that, but he just knows his game's good enough to stand up in any scenario, any bowler, and he can contribute, and that's what he wants to do for the team, as he talks a lot about. And he wants to. Ideally, he's not in those scenarios too often because the top order are doing it. But when he is, it's not a shock to him, and he feels calm, and he helps the guy at the other end. In this game, it was Liam Scott. They put on a really important partnership to get us into a total.
Can I ask about Liam Scott? What a breakout summer it's been for him. Where does he stack up in terms of the all-rounders in our country now, and where's his ceiling, Ryan? Because, boy, he's come along leaps and bounds this year.
Well, I can tell you now, he's been watched very carefully from the Cricket Australia guys. I'm actually about to go out for dinner with one of them tonight to have a bit of a chat about that. So if I had spoke to you tomorrow, I probably would give you a better update on that. But he's been watched very carefully. They're really impressed with, what he can do, his consistency with the ball. He's a guy he's not slow, he's not express, but his pace is good enough. He hits his natural length is what I call beautiful test match length, and he swings the ball both ways. So as a bowling skill, he's definitely matching up to anyone that we've got in the country. And then his batting's just growing. he'd probably admit himself he'd like more runs when he bat. He'd like a couple of big scores. Obviously, he got his first 100 before Christmas, before the BBL break. But he's just he's getting better and better every time he bats. As I said, that innings the other day, again under pressure, nothing seems to faze him. He's a pretty laid-back character. That under pressure the other day was excellent. So he's getting better every time he bats. So there's definitely, the ceiling is the sky, that is the limit. There's no doubt, and he's someone that, he keeps trending the way he's going. We won't have him, unfortunately, much longer because he'll be going to higher honours.
Rhino, New South Wales at home at Karen Rolton Oval. If I was to walk down there and watch that last home game of our Sheffield Shield, then we've got Victoria and Melbourne, will I get a glimpse of Travis Head in the white, the off-white, the ivory or the beige with the willow in his hand?
I can't confirm. There's some strong rumours around that he's potentially available. So I'm just finalising that as well myself. But there's a strong sense that he will be there at Karen Rolton Oval. So we've just got to confirm it. I haven't confirmed that yet. I don't want to confirm that out of school, but I'm just waiting to finalise it with him. And he's got to get through another game yet. Unfortunately, it's a dead rubber in India or Sri Lanka. So, but he's likely to be there, which is another great boost for us. Every game now, the last two games are important. New South Wales are going pretty well. So, two big games coming up for us, but it's nice to, if we do get him back, it's going to be great to have him back too.
Oh, who gives us stuff now? We're out and it's Oman. Get on that kite, get at the front, and come and win another Shield with us, Rhino.
Exactly. I think that's the thing with Travis. I mean, I didn't expect him to be back this year, and the fact that he wants to come back and play, I think it's a great thing. It tells a lot for him, so it's fantastic. If he does do that, which I hope he does.
Yeah, well, we're still back in the hunt now for back-to-back titles. We've never done that in South Australian cricket history, and we do have Victoria before we get to the end of the year, which is hopefully the final. Well, they've booked the home final today. How far in front are Victoria in this competition at the moment, Rhino? And this is going to be a great test to be able to see them at least at the end of the regular season, and if you beat them, you're probably into the final to see them again. So how far ahead are they, and how much of a standard are they for you in this comp?
Oh, look, they're a good team, and I think they're similar to where they're in a position where we were last year. They've just played some really consecutive, consistent cricket this year. They've got guys that are making runs, senior guys that are making runs. Ollie Peake made some early in the year. I think the addition of Will Sutherland's come back in. He made a big 100 in Perth. And that man, Scott Boland, who is playing this game, I've been told he's not playing the next game, but he'll play the game against us in Victoria and then the Shield final. So there's some really good, they're just playing some really good, consistent cricket. And again, it goes back to similar to what we were doing last year. So they've been the best team all year, no doubt. I haven't gone too far ahead. I don't want to talk about Shield finals too much to the boys, but the first chat I had with them after Christmas was, the big picture is we've got an opportunity here to go back to back and make it back to back finals, and ultimately it was going to be in Victoria. So the carrot there is how good it would be to beat Victoria on their home soil. That's the ultimate carrot, but we're obviously taking it step by step. But it'd be nice to win these comps as we saw last year. They're hard, and if you're going to win it away, or if you're going to play in a final and you're playing away, and to win it away. Last year was very, very special, but if we were able to get there without, again, not getting too far ahead, and when we played Victoria and we were able to bring it back home in Victoria, that would be pretty special as well. But let's worry about New South Wales first, and then them in the last round, and we'll see where we're at.
One game at a time, Rhino. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you.
He's a ripper, Ryan Harris there, our coach of the SA team. We've got a one-day game versus Queensland, I think, this Saturday.
Yep, coming up. You gonna play him?
Well done. And then New South Wales at home, Karen Rolton. How good's that? Travis Head. He's rung Rhino. Now, Rhino's not going to say. He said, mate.
Now, come on.
I'm coming back.
Now, he better be.
He will.
Don't give me this crap where he's, we're not sure. What else is he doing? It's March 5.
He's coming back.
There's no other crap. You got to play for us and win a Shield. It's 20 minutes after 6. More of your calls straight after this, and we'll hear a little bit more from a few more Moto GP legends as well. They're starting to weigh in after the big news today. Let's check traffic.
Got delays everywhere tonight. Lots of crashes. You'll find one at Marion, Sturt Road near Diagonal Road. Another crash with delays at Virginia, Northern Expressway near Port Wakefield Road. And big delays with the Burst Waterman at Kilburn, Churchill Road at the Green Junction Road intersection. Camera, trimmer parade season. 40 million reasons to play Keno Go with a $40 million jackpot every 3 minutes. Download the Keno Go app and take your shot at life-changing winnings today. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA Sports Show, Rowey and Timmy G. FIVEAA is celebrating local businesses across Adelaide, like the Battery Bar in Regent Arcade. For over 50 years, the Battery Bar has been your one-stop destination for batteries, tools and much more. FIVEAA, supporting local, celebrating SA.
It's been a busy 4 years for the Liberals. They picked a new leader, but it didn't end well. Remember that cocaine photo? Then came Tarzia. His deputy quit, then weeks before the election, he quit too. So what's that? 4 leaders in 4 years? That's not even the worst of it. They say they're tough on crime, but since you last voted, a former state Liberal has been convicted of serious drug offences, another charged with domestic violence, and one even jailed for theft. All that in just 4 years. Imagine 4 more. Authorised A. Burke, Australian Labor Party, Adelaide.
Hi, it's Wayne from Wayne Villas Kia. There's hot summer offers on now across the Kia range. Experience the brand new EV4 and EV5 alongside the World Car of the Year EV3. They're all in stock and ready to test drive overnight. And right now, get up to $6,000 cash back on selected EVs with competitive leasing packages and amazing Kia finance deals. To prove customers, T's and C's apply. Don't wait. Come down and see us at SA's most awarded Kia dealership, Wayne Phillips Kia, 86 Main South Road, Ranella, or at waynephillipskia.com.au.
Now, Rowey, you just don't ever cook a barbie. You command the barbie. And you're head of the grill. You're keeper of the flame. Sovereign of the snag. What does that really mean?
I don't know,
it means
but I love it.
It means your kingdom deserves an Adelaide outdoor kitchen. Choose the best appliances. Add a bar fridge. Why not? A pizza oven.
Yep.
Make jaws drop with a custom-made concrete benchtop design at a statement piece.
Like if you're in your car, you just put into your GPS Adelaide Outdoor Kitchens. Just was there with you after reading that. Honestly, they're the best. Indoor bench tops too, handmade. And look, they're one of a kind. Nothing is off the shelf. They don't do that. They don't do cookie cut. Here, there is no cookie cut. It's unique, every piece. Experience the Wow Factor range in person at the Seaford Meadows showroom on Farrell Circuit or contact Adelaide Outdoor Kitchens for more info.
And serious hosts of Serious Kitchens. Build yours with Adelaide Outdoor Kitchens at adelaideoutdoorkitchens.com.au.
Listen to that. Wow. No traffic. No rush. Just space. Out here, there's room to breathe. And the moments you didn't expect become the ones you remember. The Northern Territory. Road trip differently.
Living with diabetes? Ditch finger pricks with Freestyle Libre, the wearable sensor that monitors glucose levels straight to your phone. Trial it now for only $15 at freestylelibre.com.au. T's and C's apply. Follow directions for use.
They say one of life's biggest decisions is buying a home, but sometimes the hardest one is leaving it. At Anglicare SA, we're here to help you stay where you belong. We offer support for everyday things like cleaning, gardening, cooking, but are also experts in care management, allied health, and clinical nursing. Because we believe there is no place like home. And with the right support, there is no reason to leave it. Find out more at Anglicare SA. You are at home.
Toolkit Depot's Price Beat Promise means you get low prices on your favourite tool brands.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
Victoria used to be the state that would poach major events from other places. Now we're losing them because this government has lost the plot.
Well, they are turning on themselves over there across the border. Victorian Sports Shadow Minister, they have lost the plot. So let's hear from some of the legends in the sport because they're best placed to tell us how to feel right now around the Moto GP change.
Before you play, Wayne Gardner, he is a Victorian. Victoria were the biggest lunch cutters.
Mm-hmm.
They let you do it, and then they go, oh, I reckon we can do that better, and then they lunch cut you because they were able to pay a lot of money to entice people over. Not because they're good at it, just because they can throw money at it. But now they're about $500 billion in debt. They're just a basket case. They are just a loser state now. And they look across the border at us with absolute envy. They go, how does South Australia do it? Well, I tell you how we do it. It's our people. It's the South Australians. We love a festival. We love being outdoors. Our climate is brilliant.
Well, we support
people.
Yes.
Exactly. If you look for dollar, pound for pound, any KPI you want to look at, you kick a bit buffheads, you sookie la lunch cutters, we attend. We go, and when we go, we love it. We don't grizzle about it, you big dickhead.
Let's hear from Wayne Gardner. He's not happy with the government.
The Victorian government were cutting back on their funding. They were taking away the entertainment to the bike riders or to all the spectators, in fact. I could see they were undoing what we put together initially.
And, of course, it is at the expense of Phillip Island, which has been around for almost 30 years hosting this event. Let's hear what he had to say.
I think I've been watching it happen for the last 5 years. They brought in a new AGP board and all they've been doing is cost-cutting. So the writing's been on the wall. I watch spectators become unhappy. The spectators are disappearing.
So they've lulled. Well, there you go. Well, Wayne's just said exactly what MotoGP owners have said. Mate, it's on the nose. It's on the wane. Yep. You don't want to keep it. So let's see who's around. Hello. Let's just look. Oh, we don't have to look too far. Just to South Australia, and there's a bloke by the name of Dr. Sam Shaheen who's got a $500 million property about 100 k's out of here called the Bend. Didn't they think for 1 second, well, hang on, there's a threat? But no, it didn't go there because he was so unselfish. And then in swoops our Premier, Mr. Peter Malinowskis, on his little white steed.
Well, Sam Shaheen said he made the phone call. He told the Premier, he said, this is what we might have. Should we do it? And he was more than he said he was dumbfounded at the time that it was even an offer, that it was even an option for South Australia to take it on.
After we've had it for 10 years, we get another 10 years and we nail the living gizzards out of it. They'll do a documentary on this motorsport and those blokes will be the key players of it. Key players.
Here's Mick Doohan.
I have got very fond memories from there, but the sport's moving on and it's evolving.
And it is evolving.
Well done, Mick.
It is revered, that Phillip Island track. Everyone loves it, but it does need to move forward, and now we are. So welcome to South Australia, MotoGP. We have Carlos Espeleta, who is, of course, the Chief Sporting Officer, who made the announcement for MotoGP today, and Jack Miller, who is a MotoGP Aussie rider himself. They're both going to join us on the other side of this on The Sports Show.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.